And I think I'm up.
King finished 3 laps in 63.42. Please race over.
Sounds good, sounds good. Sounds good. Sean is getting more and more refined with these setups, these laptops, and everything's just getting smaller and smaller. Yeah, no, Mondo too. Sorry, I don't even talk about Mondo anymore. He's like a Tennessee guy, so nah. Tennessee needed Mondo. I think that they're gonna see a whole new
PV on R1, Mondo
course
on
of things.
R3, Screecher on R6,
We got
on R8.
our good friend Armando and Alex FPV racing today in the same heat. They're going to be neck and neck all over the top of each other. B-Rad and Screecher, they're a little bit different paced, so that'll be, just passing every once in a while. But when you're flying with somebody that's equally chooching, these spec races, they really start to keep you right on top of each other. It makes the racing just really close and really nerve-wracking, because when you see that pilot's quad in your feet the whole time that you're flying, it's really hard to get away from. There's not a whole lot of throttle that you can add to anything. Kind of full throttle most of the time anyway if you're trying to compete. Kevin in the chat, what up? Howdy. We're out here giving yeehaws in your honor. Letting these guys get situated. Kevin is notorious for hitting a yeehaw whenever he crashes or just had a really good lap. He tries to keep it positive. B-Rad strapping that battery in, making sure his props are going to spin, and he will be sitting down shortly, and we'll get this race underway. Kevin's hitting a yeehaw in chat, and I think I can feel every bit of it. A lot of E's, a lot of W's. All right. As soon as I get thumbs from all 4 pilots, we'll get this thing started. All right. You heard the lady. Oh, no. 1 second, just a couple of seconds. Okay.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
Away they go.
Hole shot Alex FPV 5.11.
The 5-1 out of Alex on the hole shot. Excellent start. Quadoc's got Mondo's kids in training right now, so that's good.
Alex FPV 1 lap in 14.94. Mondo 1 lap in 17.2.
Emma knows just about everything, so I don't know what you could be training her on, but maybe it'll be the medical word of the day.
Alex FPV 2 laps in 30.16. Mondo 2 laps in 33.43. Screecher 1 lap in 35.36. Alex FPV 3 laps in 45.99.
There's a PB out of our good friend Alex. 45.99.
Screecher 2 laps in 51.92.
Mondo hits a PB,
remaining.
but also hits a gate.
Alex
it's a 49.6 for Mondo.
46.91.
Screecher and B-Rad are battling it out here. Just about 2 gates behind. As I say that, B-Rad gets it a little bit wrong and
Mondo
stuck
3
to
laps
the wall.
in 56.55. Alex FPV 3 laps in 47.22.
Screecher's really
30
flying
seconds
smooth.
remaining. Screecher 3 laps in 51.07.
That's a PB out of Screecher with a 51.07, putting him in 14th place.
57.52. Alex FPV 3 laps in 47.21.
Alex is still holding 4th place pretty strong. Mondo's in 11th place. Screecher wants to better his time a little bit more just so he's not as close to that bubble.
Now Mondo does
10
get his
seconds
PB
remaining.
with a 49.6.
Mondo 3 laps in 57.83. Alex
had a bit of a, his
finish your
fourth
lap and then
was
land.
a slow lap, so I guess there's a chance maybe if that. Nope.
Screecher
Yep.
finished 3 laps
Broke
at
the rhythm.
51.5. Please
If
land.
that last lap had been a good lap, he had a chance at maybe bettering it again. but
Alex FPV finished 3 laps
Good flying, you guys. Good flying.
53.45.
The track is not
Please
clear
land.
yet. Just one moment,
little flippy flops going out there, and
and we're good.
Race over.
All right, we're gonna work on real quick trying to get the situation all syncing. Event settings, maybe. It says sync to FPV trackside. Is there a sync button? How do we sync the times?
The 3-lap you just laid down, I think, was a 45.9.
Yep, 45.99.
Mondo comes over, points directly to it. Thank you. Always a helpful person in the drone pit.
For sure.
Everybody know that dope.
Now, why it's refusing to show up, I do not know. Right. Where do you log in? Where's that?
If you're curious what your lap record's looking like, we have them pulled up right there for everybody's reference. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to sync it to the website, but you can see your top 3 consecutive, your whole shot, everything you got going on right there. Now we're going to go straight into this heat with Amari free. Ethan, is Adron in this too? He's standing. I think so.
Next up, round 3 time trial 3, with Amari on R1, Adron on R3, Ethan FPV on Z6, Free on R8. Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3. Whole shot Amari 4.89. Amari 1 lap in 14.13. Adron 1 lap in 15.26.
Adron
Free
PB
1
first
lap
lap.
in 17.91.
Same with Amari with
Ethan
a
FPV 1 lap in
14.13.
21.43.
Here we go, lap 2,
Amari
a
2 laps in
14.85.
28.98.
Amari's chasing down Propsicle
Adron
right
2
now.
laps in 34.48.
Oh, sorry about
Free
that.
2 laps in 35.9. Ethan FPV 2 laps in 40.41. Adron 3 laps in 50.63. 60 seconds remaining. Amari 3 laps in 56.43. Free 3 laps in 56.68. Ethan FPV 3 laps in 59.65. A drone 3 laps in 52.56.
Quad Doc's making fun of
Free 3
Amari's
laps in
crosshair right now.
57.29.
I'm pretty sure.
Ethan
Have you always
FPV
had the
3 laps
crosshair,
in
Amari?
57.42. 30 seconds remaining.
Amari used to be really into gold as well. I don't see as much gold anymore nowadays. He like gold leafed everything.
Free 3 laps in 57.22. Race over.
Oh no! Sean Ames clicked the race over button. Adrian's not happy about that. They're right on each other. Resume. Oh, that
Free
might.
3 laps in 54.59. 10 seconds remaining. A drone 3 laps in
I don't know if it recorded it. If you stopped
65.99.
it. I don't know if it recorded it. If you stopped it.
Amari 3 laps. Finish your lap and then land.
What were you wiping? Oh, the mouse.
Free finished 3 laps in 54.08. Please land.
Yeah. If you want to manually time it, you're gonna have to do it down there. Well, it gave them like 25s and 45s. Free. You're currently in 20th with a 54. Oh wait, looks like it caught all yours. You had an 18, 17, 18, 18. So yeah, 18s aren't doing it right now. Looks like we're gonna need like low 17s. It only has. Oh, we didn't click record for replay. So yeah, go into video settings. That'll help us later. We have a recording down here. Oh yeah, split lap. But that gives him a 13. Oh no, that's the split one. I don't think so. Probably gonna have to time it by hand. But go into your video settings real quick. Oh, it didn't miss a lap? A-drone, we have A-drone with a... Oh, you gotta scroll further. 'Cause right now it's only showing as far as you're at the bottom. Go to live. Yeah, it'll be up soon. You click live. Oh yeah, you can time it from the live stream. And then that would be the least obtrusive, because then we can keep running the race. So yeah, do that. And then I will keep the stream going. So if you do it via
Next up,
YouTube
round 3 time
or
trial
Facebook,
4
we can
with
keep
NM
this race
Grower
going.
on
So
R1.
Adrian, we're gonna get your
Charles
times for you.
numbers on R3.
He's gonna time it via the
Craven
live stream.
on R6. Water Clocker on R8.
Look, Sardo's got the dance moves. Here we got NM Grower, probably with the best pilot picture. Then Charles Numbers, Craven, and Water Clocker. Now I made it that picture. It's like when I made engineers, it's like 13-year-old picture. Okay, guys, how you feeling out there? Grower, you ready? Water Clocker, you ready? Charles, Craven, and we're gonna go on the tone.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3. Full shot NM Grower 5.06.
There we go. Fast hole shot from Grower, a 5.0. Yeah, they're
NM
right on
Grower
top of each
1
other.
lap in 15.56. Charles Numbers 1 lap in 15.68. Water Clocker 1 lap in 17.17. NM Grower 2 laps in 31.84. Charles Numbers 2 laps in 35.2. Water Clocker 2 laps in 34.57.
I think this long
Craven 2
straightaway at
laps
the
in
end is a really good gauge of
36.99.
who's got the fast quads, because they're like, you could see people gain on each other. Yeah, Grower is looking for a PB time
Charles
there.
Numbers
15
3
to
laps
16,
in
and then
51.39.
slight bobble there at the end.
60 seconds remaining. Water Clocker 3 laps in 56.61. Craven 3 laps in 55.46.
No, we're good.
Charles Numbers 3 laps in 52.29.
Charles looking to get a 15 again.
Craven 3 laps in 57.97.
Quad Dog says Charles needs to relax,
Charles Numbers
and then
3
he'll go
laps in
fast.
48.58. 30 seconds
15.8.
remaining.
Oh, he wanted
Water
a
Clocker 3 laps in
15.6.
69.74.
But Craven's doing pretty well for this being
Craven
his
3
second
laps in
pack out here.
57.76. 10 seconds remaining.
I don't know. I really like
Water
that dive
Clocker
down
3
from the
laps
top of the
in
tower to that green.
69.76. Charles Numbers 3 laps in 55.93. Finish your lap and then land. Craven finished 3 laps in 57.76.
Great flying. NM
Please
Grower
land.
staying in 6th place. Charles
Water
in 7th.
Clocker
Craven
finished
in
3 laps
22nd. And Water Clocker in
66.02.
19th.
Please land.
The Water Clocker, you need to string together 3 of those 17s. Great flying, pilots. Yeah, you guys were like going back and forth. Look at this. I don't know how many people have their quad set up like this, but I designed a little yarmulke. That is what Alex FPV calls it. We call it, what do we call it? The arrow kit. And then there's some vortex cones. You can't tell me this doesn't look fast. Yeah, if you can, if your quad looks fast when you make sound effects while holding it, you know it's fast. Yeah, Charles, that quad looks slow. I think that's the problem. Let's see our next group of
Race
pilots.
over.
We're looking for Propsicle, Russell, Manny, and Casardo.
Next up, round 3 time trial 5.
Making
With
their way
Propsicle
over.
on R1, Russell AR on R3, Manny himself on R6, K Sardo on R8.
Kevin Turner wants to know if Evan is using his prop tool. That's my prop tool, Quad Duck. 48.84 would be Adron's time on that last heat, and then Adron's current time is a 48.81. So what was that? Oh, okay. So Adron, you did not better your time. You were off by 0.03. Good. So waiting for, is it Manny himself? Yeah, we're waiting for him to get in the seat, and then we're gonna be good to go. Is that a touchscreen? Is that what happened? You just what? I think if you hit space, I think it does it. Okay, guys, prop, you ready? Casardo, Russell, Manny. Looks like we're good to go. Oh, that launch cam's getting nice and tight. You get it so the table's in the bottom right corner of the shot. I feel like that's the shot. Okay, now let's send them off. You guys ready?
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
Prop with
Whole
a
shot Propsicle
4.89.
4.89.
Whole shot Manny with a 5.09. We didn't get Russell's whole shot. We might be looking at Russell's VTX later. I gave him a 5.16 later. Now, one nice thing about Trackside, they've added some
Propsicle
little
1
fail
lap in
safes in there. Like,
15.24.
if it gets some weird reads,
Russell
it
AR
knows how to
1
pick
lap in
which one is probably the actual
17.45.
lap.
K Sardo 1 lap in 24.7. Propsicle 2 laps in 29.78. Manny himself 2 laps in 33.09.
Russell hitting a new PB, a
Russell AR 2
16.05.
laps in 33.49.
That'll definitely move him up.
Propsicle
Oh,
3
they're
laps
right
in
on top of each other. Russell and
44.78.
Manny going back and forth. I
Sado 2
imagine
laps
these
in
two probably
44.9.
practice together or something because they are
Russell
like
AR 3 laps in
mirror images. Look at
49.46.
that.
60 seconds remaining. Propsicle 3 laps
Yeah,
in
Manny hit a PB2 at
44.25.
16.27. Russell with a 15.97. Let's see,
Russell AR
moving up to
3 laps in
9th place,
48.15.
Russell, and then Manny up to
Manny
12.
himself 3 laps in 49.25.
They both got sub 50s. Manny a
Propsicle 3
49.25,
laps
Russell a
in
48.15.
44.68.
I'm pretty sure they moved me down then.
Russell AR 3 laps in 48.33. 30 seconds
Oh,
remaining.
yeah, prop a 44.25.
Propsicle 3 laps in 49.48. Russell AR 3 laps in 48.81. Manny himself 3 laps in 49.93. 10 seconds remaining. Propsicle 3 laps in 51.56. Russell AR finished 3 laps in 49.18. Please land. Finish your lap and then land. Propsicle finished 3 laps in 51.95. Please land.
Are we done? No.
Russell
Once they
AR
finish.
finished
There
3
we
laps
go.
in 52.8.
Now I gotta
Please
check what
land.
my freaking lap record is.
Race
Great flying,
over.
guys. Now I gotta see how far they bumped me down. Yeah, Manny, you bumped me down. You have a 49.2. I have a 49.6. Not nice. Are you rubbing it in right now?
Next up, round 3 time trial 6.
Back there in my
with
little
Potato
tube.
on R1, Cali FPV on R3, Dreams on R6, Gate Smasher on R8.
Heat 6, and it's only 11:11. We're going to 12:30 today. No pilots in the seats yet. We're seeing some people go away. We're going to have some spectators hopefully later, but it's kind of a weird thing to try to get people on a weekday, 4-3. We'll see what happens. Prop needs to remove one sock ASAP. Is that the strat? Yeah, pilots are out there getting situated, putting their quads on the blocks. We have a little scale there, so everybody gets to make sure they're spec. So to be spec today, they have to be at least 480 grams all up weight, like ready to take off. They have to have the same props. Everybody's running the same exact propeller, so the only thing that differs between props is the color. And then we have the same exact motors. So everybody's running 533 heads-up edition, 1960 kV motors, and then a 3S battery charged to a maximum of 4.35 volts. We'll probably get a battery check out there during brackets, just making sure everybody's being honest. Here's prop tool. Emergency prop tool. Can't see him. Press this. Once Dreams is on the blocks, we're going to send them off. Go faster. Oh. Didn't you just eat? He says, don't worry about it. I feel like I saw you walking over here with like 2 people worth of food. Now you have a euro. A hero? How do you pronounce it? Gyro? A gyro. Gyro? 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 With a yee? Like a yeehaw, but a gyro? Okay, so Potato, you good? Dreams, you good? Cali? And Gate Smasher. Okay, we're going to be going on the tone.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less
This is
than
going to be
3.
a good launch.
Whole shot Potato 4.92.
Sardo, how's the stream looking? Is it looking smooth? That's all I care about. We're getting about 10 kilobytes per second down, 9 or 60 FPS, and only using 2% of my CPU. There's some stats for you.
Potato 1 lap in 15.44. Dreams 1 lap in 17.0.
Yeah, you're still in second.
Gate Smasher 1 lap in 27.86. Potato 2 laps in 31.2. Dreams 2 laps in 33.92.
See,
Potato
Potato moving up to 7th place with a 47.21. Let's watch. He's going up the Grow Our Own Tower, down to the low gate, bringing it around the Stitch It Up section. Here to this little blind gate, to the split S, and then we have our straightaway. There you go, 15.67.
Cali FPV 1 lap in 61.22. Dreams 3 laps in 50.11.
Beautiful flying from these pilots.
Gate Smasher 3 laps
Dreams
in
still looking to get a sub 50.
68.57.
He got a PB lap right there,
Potato 3 laps in
16.43. So if he can get better than a
47.28.
16.9 right here, that's going to be a new PB.
Dreams 3
Just like
laps
that, a
in
49.91, putting him into 14th
30
place.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, real quick, we're going to have to get sub 50s to be
3 laps
top
in
16.
61.54. Potato 3 laps in 47.58. Dreams 3 laps in 49.68.
And he betters it again,
10 seconds
49.6.
Gate Smasher 3 laps in 60.9. Finish your lap
Finish
and
your
then
laps,
run.
guys. Great flying.
Dreams finished 3 laps in 59.0. Please land. Cali FPV finished 2 laps in 100. Race over.
Great flying, guys. Here we go. Update on positions. Oh, that puts me in 13th. So Dreams is behind me by 0.08. I was just worried that you were bumping me down lower. And I was like, okay, this is getting tight. But currently our top 16 looks like it ends at Fire Serpent. So everybody Fire Serpent and up looks like they're top 16 at the moment. And it's currently 11-16, meaning we can probably run another group. We're going to run one more qual. And then Fire Serpent, you have the bubble is a 51.7. So if you can beat a 51.7 here in your next heat, you're going to be top 16. It's probably not that simple, but we'll just say that.
Next up, round 3 time trial 7, with the Milkman on R1, Shames on R3, the Herder on R6, Rocker Guy on R8.
Take a look at this sky cam. We're here at the grandstand. There's some horse racing that usually goes on this track. When I showed up this morning, it was dark. It was 5:30 a.m. It was just a little horse trotting along. Me and this horse hanging out here at the Illinois State Fair. Kilo Foxtrot says, someone tell Waterclocker to get his stuff together. He should be sub 50. We're doing another round. One more. Yeah. We just got to be done by 12:30 and get ready to run the bracket. We got it. We got it. Well, I got a lot of stuff to do before we can get the bracket going. Yeah, we probably need to tell this guy to get the drone out of the air before we can start this heat. Vanny, can you bring it in? Yeah. Look at him. Okay, looks like we got 4 pilots in seats. I got 2 thumbs. Herder, you good? Rocker Guy? And everybody's ready, so we're going to be able to send this one off. This is a Heat 7. We got 8 heats, and then we're going to be going into the last round of qualifying.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3. shot the Milkman
4.92 hole shot from the Milkman, followed by Shames at a 5.03. He doesn't care about getting laps. He just wants that hole shot. We're not going to see many laps from him. A rocker guy on his lid. I was not able to see what happened there.
The Milkman 1 lap in 15.84. The Herder 1 lap in 18.04.
After
Shames 1 lap in 24.44. The Milkman 2 laps in 31.64.
Okay, now Shames is getting
the
it
Herder
together.
2
He's
laps in 35.61. Shames 2 laps
15.63, new
in 40.07.
PB for Sean Ames. Currently his PB is a 48.57.
The Milkman
sitting in 10th
3
place,
laps in
but if he can keep up this
47.38.
pace, he's going to be bumping up into the top 16.
The Herder
little
3
higher
laps in
position there. Herder
53.53.
trying to just creep into the top 16,
60
currently sitting in
seconds
17.
Shames 3 laps in 56.02. The Milkman 3 laps in 47.89.
So what? You don't want to be 16th because then you're in Evans' heat. You don't want to be. I don't think you want to be anything
Shames
anymore.
3 laps in 49.14.
Oh, because he had a
Herder 3 laps in
17.5 on that last one. I don't know if you're going to be able to better it. You're going to need
The Milkman
3 more
3
good
laps in
laps.
48.05. 30 seconds remaining.
But you still got one more qual heat, Sean.
Shames 3 laps in 50.99. The Herder 3 laps in 58.17. The Milkman 3 laps in 48.4. 10 seconds remaining. Shames 3 laps in 51.81. The Herder 3 laps in 58. The Milkman finished 3 laps in 52.53. Please land. Shames finished 3
Great
laps in
flying pilots. Waiting for the
50.81.
Herder to bring. Oh! And he's
The
not
Herder
even
finished
shaking.
3 laps in 56.37.
Great flying.
Race over.
We got our next heat making their way down. Fire Serpent, Yawesome, Cry Viper, and Omega FPV. Okay, now we're recording everything, so whenever you have to do replays later, we should be able to accurately judge each heat. Here we go, Flyboy making his way in. He's not even in this heat. We're looking for
Next
Fire
up,
Serpent,
round 3 time trial
Omega,
8, with Fire Serpent on
Yawesome,
R1,
and Cry
Yawesome
Viper.
on
Cry
R3,
Viper hasn't been here
Cry
all
Viper on
day, so we're
R6,
probably not going to see any
Omega
lap times
FPV
out of
on
that
R8.
guy. We have Matt Mickelrath in the chat. He says, fancy. Which part's fancy? Trackside. Trackside's been looking real good. Now we can add pilot photos. It actually has like some cool new resume features just in case you get some stuff wrong. Make sure, guys, if you end up going towards the stage, there are 2 stagehands doing some work over there, so just make sure you disarm if you're flying anywhere above that stage. We got some human bodies up there. Soft targets, according to Swolesicle over here. He got a Planet Fitness membership, and he's gained about 12% body mass. Should have been out there putting the rebar in. Like, my forearm is probably twice the size right now. Also making his way over. So we're going to have our 3 pilots in their seats, and then we're going to be ready to send this one off. Matt Mickelrath says he didn't even recognize Swolesicle. He said, look at those mini guns. Looking good. Yeah, not mini guns. You guys ready? That's a yes, sir. So, listen to the lady.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
Somebody
Pole
sounds
shot Fire
fast. out
Serpent
there.
4.95.
Fire Serpent of 4.95. Here we go. Opening lap from Fire Serpent, a
Serpent,
15.8. That's a PB. Let's see 3 of those.
Yawson one
He's
lap
currently
in
sitting in 16th place, but he has a
17.44.
pace that would put him in at
Omega
least 10.
FPV 1 lap in 20.94.
He just hasn't strung together 3 like hot ones.
Fire Serpent 2 laps
Oh,
in 31.8.
okay, that's pretty on par with his first lap.
Yawson 2 laps in
Okay.
34.54.
Just keep it clean, Fire Serpent. Keep it clean. Yawson sitting in 21st, Omega in 29th.
Omega FPV 2 laps in 45.2.
Like, I feel bad that not
Fire
everybody's
Serpent
going to get to
3
do the
laps in
bracket today, only top
50.06.
16, but we still have 2 more days of
Yawson 3
racing
laps
out here in
in
Springfield, Illinois. We're going to
52.33.
have our championship
60 seconds
qualifying
remaining.
tomorrow, bracket Sunday. At the Falcon Restaurant Supply? Is that what it is now? Formerly Falcon Hobby. They have a
Fire
nice little
Serpent
track
3
there,
laps
or a
in
nice little field we were able to set up in.
54.01.
There's a nice pumpkin patch
Yawson
in the
3
middle of the
laps in
championship track.
52.54. Omega FPV 3 laps in
Fire Serpent managed a
77.93.
50.06 and put himself into 15th,
30
but we
seconds
still know
remaining.
he can do better because he had a 15, a
Fire
16, then an
Serpent 3
18,
laps
then a
in
19.
55.51.
So that
Yawson
18
3
really
laps in
screwed him up. That means he could have been a
52.75.
whole 2 seconds. He would have been a 48 without that 18. And Matt says you need to switch your call
Fire
sign
Serpent
officially
3
to
laps in
Swolesicle.
53.6. 10
Swolesicle, his call
seconds
sign.
remaining. Yawson 3 laps in 52.14. Finish your lap and then land.
Oh, Yawson moving up to 18.
Fire Serpent
He's
finished
got
3
one more
laps
heat
in
to go after this. Yawson, you
50.51.
feeling like you can
Please
bring in a
land.
top 16 with your
Yawson
last
finished 3
qualifying
laps
run?
in 52.07. Please land. Omega FPV finished 3 laps in 82.03. Please land.
Focus. Great flying, guys. Yeah, just
Race
feed
over.
you oxygen. Okay, last round of qualifying. Looking for Heads Up King and
Next up,
Flyboy.
round 4 time
We just
trial
gave
1.
Heads Up FPV
With
some
Heads Up
pure
FPV on
aviators
R1,
oxygen. He's
King
ready to
on
go.
R6. Flyboy 2009 on R8.
Oh yeah, I feel like I'm just operating at 100% right now. It says it gives you aerobic performance, recharge and recover in altitude and poor air quality. It helps you there. Convenient, lightweight, portable. 200 puffs and it matches my jersey. I don't think I could have spent $50 better. Yeah. Now for a 6-pack. Boost energy. I know. Boost oxygen. Can't even get it right. Yeah. It doesn't even feel like you're honestly doing anything. Last qualifying pack, and then 12:30 we're aiming to start our double elimination bracket. Oh, he needs a zip tie. Anybody got a zip tie? Oh, in the fanny pack. Oh, I got a fanny pack. Oh, Callie's got him. Give it the ears. Give it the little Naruto arms. Fast. Why'd you decide against the Vortex cones? Here's Alex's. Did it make you slower? Survive? Oh, you killed the first one? Yeah, we had an early track modification. Alex went out there. Did you even get a lap? Yeah, lap 1 goes through that first triple gate section where you wrap it up, and then somebody coming around to the blind gate hit him head on. Just quad down. We're just waiting on Evan and Flyboy. Putting their quads down. Evan had to make sure his was Spec. It was like half a gram under, so he's adding a zip tie. That's one thing. If you're like right on the money, the packs are never the same exact weight. I'm 5 grams over. Casardo's ready to do some more dance moves for the live stream. Looks like we have Miss Illinois over here. Hi, Miss Illinois. Give us a wave. You're on the big screen over here. Great to have you. We're about to do some drone racing if you've never seen it before. Okay, Swole Sickle, you ready to click the start button? You guys ready? Okay, we're going to send them off.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3. Whole shot.
Heads up FPV with a 4.81. King, not any, like, pretty close behind. A 5.09 hole shot. We're going to see some crazy hole shots. Heads up gets caught up in the flag, it looked like. He's not even worried. Currently sitting with a 42.48 with a dangler. He's going to finish off this pack, I bet.
King 1 lap in 19.77.
Was that Flyboy blowing past you?
Heads up FPV 1 lap in 22.13.
We're going to see what the fastest dangler pack coming out here. Who needs a battery strap?
Heads up FPV 2 laps in 37.54.
I have no idea. Maybe his zip tie that he added?
King 2 laps in 46.18. Heads up FPV 3 laps in 52.91. 60 seconds remaining.
15.38 with a dangler.
Flyboy 2009
Look at his shadow right here.
55.
You can see that battery just dangling below him.
King 3 laps in 63.17.
Oh! Yeah, he's got 2 zip ties.
3 laps in 46.26.
Yeah, the water truck back in that back section. Don't overshoot it. It can probably take a hit. Oh, King! Right into the wall.
Heads up FPV 3 laps in 46.54. 30 seconds remaining.
Oh, we got a new trophy. We received 100 messages today in the Restream chat. New record.
Heads up FPV 3 laps in 46.53. 10 seconds remaining. Finish your lap and then land. Heads up FPV finished 3 laps in 50.93.
Great flying, guys.
Please land.
I'm going to have to do a little bit of administrative work behind the scenes. We're going to get this stream up on Illinois.gov.
Race over.
Oh, and perfect timing because I'm supposed to be flying in this one. Maybe I'll wait a sec. Let's see how fast I can do this.
I'll relieve you here. Oh my gosh, that is really loud. I got to whisper. Which is not easy for me. I can actually hold it farther away.
What? I'm really close to being done.
Mondo takes very little time. Illinois.gov is where we're going to put this link.
Let's see. Okay, we're going to be testing it on Illinois.gov. I believe it's www.illinois.gov. And then they have a Do It page, and it's under the Steam Expo.
Do it.
Unable to connect. But I'm going to get ready to fly in this one.
Fly well. If you guys haven't seen Heads Up Squad, he'll show everybody on the stream how pretty it is. Got a purple canopy. Everybody's doing these little alien pod things. What are we calling this pod? Aero kits. 533 is going to be selling them, correct? If people want them, I will print them. Words from the man himself, Mondo. So you heard it. If you want an aero kit, Just get on down to 533, and they'll figure out something for you. They also got these great fanny packs that we can see our good friend Alex FPV sporting on the pilot line. You better believe that he's got all the tools necessary to keep him in the air, flying without having to go back to the pits. Get those at 533.com. Fly533.com. I always forget that fly part. Yep, absolutely. Love whenever I get a bunch of dust in my eye. It's really good.
Next up, round 4 time trial 2, with Alex FPV on R1, Mondo on R3, Screecher on R6, B-Rad on R8.
Yeah, do you want us to hit save on the left? Yeah, OBS, that little black circle. That. Yeah.
Should be good to go.
Who's talking in the chat, Prop?
Let's see. We got Kevin in the chat as always. We got Matt in the chat as well. Casey Arjo. How can I not say your name right now? He's the best commentator for drone racing, in my opinion. There you go.
Thank you.
Big compliments for Casey.
All right, we're gonna get this thing underway. Everybody looks comfortable in their seats. Listen to the lady.
Got Sky rooting for Alex here.
Starting on the tone in less than 3.
We got Alex sitting in 4th right now, right behind Amari. He's had some really good runs so far.
All right, and they're off.
Whole shot Alex FPV 4.81.
Full shot of 4.81 from Alex. He's going to be leading. Right now, we're probably looking at Screecher this heat. He's sitting in 16th, right on that bubble for brackets. So looking to improve that time to hopefully get a little bit more comfortable so he can don't have to worry about getting knocked down anymore.
15.58.
Alex with a 15.59 opener. He's going to be trying to look to improve on that. Good, consistent lines right now.
B-Rad finds himself on his lid. Mondo has a little bobble there as well.
Alex FPV
Screecher's opener was his fastest lap yet, is 16.5. He's going to follow that up with a 17.09. This could be his best run if he finishes. Oh, and commentator's curse. Little bobble.
B-Rad 1 lap in 39.61. Alex FPV
Another 15 for Alex.
46.14.
Give him a solid 3 lap. Doesn't improve on his best time though.
Mondo 3
Mondo
laps
crossing on. His fastest lap
16.96.
16.1. That's going to put him in
60
13th.
seconds remaining.
It kind of seemed like I knew
B-Rad
that
2
somebody
laps
in the chat was talking good about me
59.25.
because I asked, hey, what's
Alex
in the
FPV
chat?
3 laps in
They were ready.
45.55.
Kevin
Mondo
says,
3
Prop,
laps
take
in
one of your socks off and you'll go
50.62.
at least half a second
Screecher 3
faster
laps
per
in
lap. I might have to give that one a
53.29.
shot. That's a... I might have to take that tip.
Alex FPV
I swear
3
though, the
laps in
Birkenstocks with the socks, you
46.16.
cannot go wrong. It
Oh,
is
no,
the best combo.
That's a full-on swag that I think that
30
ZFFPD
seconds remaining.
definitely
Mondo 3
put on
laps
the
in
map.
49.1.
You got the swag, you got the comfort.
Screecher 3 laps
I mean,
in 53.57.
Exactly. Look good, feel
Alex
good, fly good.
FPV
In
3
that
laps
order.
in 46.37.
The weather is absolutely amazing. You couldn't complain about
Mondo
it one
3
bit.
laps
There's a
in
perfect breeze. It's
51.24.
probably 80 degrees.
10 seconds
You can
remaining.
smell fair food just
B-Rad
rolling
3
in
laps
like
in
Scooby-Doo
67.3.
trail. You could just see the little trails, just hot dogs and hamburgers.
Finish your
fried
lap and then
cheese.
land.
Anything here
Alex
they dunk
FPV
in
finished
batter
3
and
laps
they
in
fry it. And
57.89.
that is
Please land.
something-
Mondo finished
something to
3
talk
laps
about.
in
Makes it better.
51.1.
There's no way that makes it worse.
Please
honestly.
land.
I
Gotta
woke
go
up
yes.
this
B-Rad
morning
finished 3
next to
laps
a
in
truck full of goats,
67.3.
and,
Please
It
land.
was the coolest alarm clock I've ever had. So
Gets you up bright and early, yeah. I mean, we had to be here early for the race, get set up and all
Yeah,
that, so
absolutely.
it works out well, honestly.
6 o'clock I was hearing goats, so they have a good time schedule.
Looks like Alex and Mondo both improving in this run. Alex with a 45.5, he's still in 4th. Mondo 49.1, putting him in 12th, but Screecher stays in 16th. B-Rad staying in 28th. He did have his fastest lap that run, though, a 19.64. It's a good effort from
Race
him.
over.
Yeah, Screecher is right there on that bubble. I don't know who's ahead of him and who's behind him, but he probably doesn't want to stay very close to the edge of that bubble because that is the cutoff.
Yeah, you never want to be close to that. The further forward you are, that's good. But yeah.
Get get that confidence.
Exactly.
What do we got going on next here?
Next up, round 4 time trial
Guys
3.
saying venue
with
looks
Amari
sick.
on
It actually
R1,
is.
a
You know,
drone on
I thought the
R3,
track when I
even
saw the
FPV
track, I
on
thought it'd be way
P6,
harder just because
free
of
on R8.
how small everything is. But once you're in the goggles and flying on Spec, it's a really nice size. I'm having fun with it.
This is perfect size for Spec. There's a couple of little turnarounds and like this ladder here that slow you down, and then it goes right back into a big open section. Then you slow down on the the 180 at the end there. So it's like it's chopped up between fast and slow, and I think it's a perfect medium.
It is, yeah, it's a nice combo. Mondo making our track, I believe, so good job to him.
Mondo, how'd you fly there? He says he did better. With like
That's all I can hope for. All I can hope for. Timothy Itchy says, venue looks sick. Awesome snap. Let's go, Amari. Oh, aw snap.
awesome snap.
Here we go.
That camera over there.
Looks like we got 4 pilots in seats. Can I get a thumbs up from Adrone, Amari, Free, Ethan? All good to go. That means we can send them on the tone. I don't have video for Adrone. Andy's good now. Okay, you can click
Alrighty,
it.
guys, listen to the lady.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
Yeah, top 16 is not easy today.
All right, there is a water truck
Pole shot
on that
Amari,
first turn. I'm pretty
4.62.
sure he'll be out of the way by the time
Yeah,
these guys
just make
come around.
sure. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Amari with the tightest section I've ever seen.
This is kind of like that game.
Amari
Paperboy,
1 lap in
where there is
14.54.
Oh, wow.
as you're
A
going
drone
through
1
your
lap in 16.11. Free 1 lap in 17.42.
Amari wants second place bad. Here he goes.
Amari 2 laps in
14.8.
29.36. A drone 2 laps in 32.0.
Keep it clean.
Ethan FPV 2 laps in 37.02.
Butter.
Free 2
Here
laps
he
in
goes.
36.92.
15.15.
Amari
Bettering
3
his time to
laps in
44.51, but sadly that's
A
still
drone 3
third
laps in
place.
47.5.
It would have been
Just
a
lays
low
down an
14.
18 second, which is fastest
60
lap of the
seconds
day
remaining.
So far.
Free 3 laps
Looks like
in
Free just put down
53.88.
his second fastest
Amari
lap. He
3 laps in
did it lap 2, and now he did it in
45.77.
lap 4
A
with
drone 3 laps in
16.9.
46.97.
Yeah, beautiful video from
Free
Ethan
3
FPV.
laps in
We have PBs from every
53.45.
pilot on the track in
Amari
this
3
race.
Oh,
laps
wow,
in
yeah.
Nobody is
46.35.
doing worse than they have.
A drone 3 laps in
previously.
Yeah,
49.36.
Adrian's sitting in 6th place with a
30 seconds
46.97.
remaining.
Ethan in 23rd with a 55. Free in 20th with a 53.45.
Amari 3 laps in 46.88.
After this qualifying pack,
Ethan FPV
everybody's going to
3
know
laps
whether
in
they get to go eat
55.3.
corn dogs or they have
Free
to
3
get ready
laps
for the
in
top 16 bracket.
55.44.
Ethan moves to the 22nd
A
spot.
drone 3
Free's still
laps
in
in
the 20th spot.
53.99.
Amari sitting third.
10
and
seconds
a
remaining.
drone in the 6th
Amari
position.
3 laps in 46.98.
I was wondering if anybody was
Free
going to
3
hit that
lap.
little tail piece of gate bar
Finish
up
your
there,
lap and then
Got
land.
it?
they hit it. So
A drone finished 3 laps in 58.2. Please land.
Yeah, I wish we had more time to run a
Amari
sports
finished
bracket,
3
but
laps in
today we are
47.12.
tight on schedule.
land.
We started at 8 and we have to be out by, or done by 3, out by 4.
tight schedule.
Davo says, oh yeah, Adrone, moving up. Let's go.
Your time was a 53.45.
Race
Free.
over.
Good job.
Hey, Heat Fool.
Next up, round 4
Yeah,
time
it's
trial
crazy.
4. With NM Grower. on
Grower,
R1.
Charles Craven
Charles
in
numbers
Water
on R3.
Clocker.
Craven on R6. Water Clocker on R8.
Grower coming all the way up from Texas. Charles from Tennessee. Craven from Costa Rica. Water Clocker, I believe he drives from Indiana all the time.
Lives in Costa Rica. What a cool spot to live. Hanging out with.
So Florian Coleman, hey again, I love your spec racing a lot. How many participants do you have? Well, we were capped at 32. We had 32 signups, and then what, like 2 didn't show up, or 1 didn't show up.
Let's out them. Who is it? Just say their name
Oh,
right now.
well, maybe they had a good reason.
This cry-
Oh, Sidewinder backed out. That's who it was.
I think he was in the chat though, so that redeems him.
Yeah, we're happy we got Matt Nowakowski in the chat.
Absolutely.
Pilots making their way to the seats.
What's making that camera shake over there on the...
So this is going to be a good one. Charles is already in the top 16, but that doesn't bother him. The thing that bothers him is that NM Grower is doing better than him in qualifying. So Charles is going to do everything he can to show Grower what he's got. You guys ready?
Of course they
It's
are.
a thumbs up. We're going to go on the tone.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
And they're off. You can already see they're right on
Whole
top of
shot
each
Charles numbers 4.95.
Charles with the whole shot. NM Grower overtaking him and gets a slight bobble, letting Charles way out in the lead right now. We need to see some 15s from Charles to get a better qualifying time than little NM Grower.
Charles numbers 1 lap in 15.89. NM Grower 1 lap in 18.62. Water
Craven, that's
Clocker
one of
1
his
lap in
fastest laps so far.
18.13.
That first lap is hard to actually make really fast because...
Charles numbers
Two
2 laps in
15s for Charles there.
31.39.
One more to go. That's our
NM
sports
Grower 2
class
laps in
champion of the
34.84.
multi-GP championship.
Craven 2 laps
Charles
in
was like flying for like 3 weeks or something,
Water
comes
Clocker
out,
2
wins
laps
sports
in
class,
37.66.
and now he's out here
Charles
trying to win
numbers 3
pro
laps in
class.
47.21.
3 15s, getting a 47.21, then
NM
immediately
Grower 3 laps in
smacking something really hard,
52.69.
resetting his quad, but he bettered his
60
time, putting him in
seconds
8th
remaining.
place, but still
Water
not better than
Clocker 3
Grower.
laps in 56.93.
Hey, how you doing?
Craven 3 laps in 55.14. Charles numbers 3 laps in 58.28. NM Grower 3 laps in 59.15. 30 seconds remaining. Charles numbers 3 laps in 58.56. NM Grower 3 laps in
Craven's got a PB on
58.68.
the track. Charles
Water
has got a
Clocker
PB
3
on the
laps
track.
in 54.49. Craven 3 laps in 59.21. 10 seconds remaining. Charles numbers 3 laps in 58.44. NM
Yeah.
Grower 3 laps in 56.55.
Looks like Water Clocker just bettered his time to a 53.52, put him in 21st place, meaning he
Finish
bumps
your lap
down
and then land.
Craven.
Craven finished 3 laps in
Oh, just like
60.55.
that. Charles is
Please
way in
land.
the sky. I believe we have
Charles
a height
numbers
ceiling,
finished
so
3
can you
laps in
please bring it down?
47.59. Please
I
land.
could watch NM Grower take that ladder all day.
Water Clocker finished 3 laps in 58.49. Please land.
Let's go, Grower.
Good
That's a
flying,
PB for
guys.
Grower. He literally did it on the last chance
Yeah.
to do it.
I was like,
That's a PB.
I didn't want to ruin it. I was going to be like,
Seventh place.
when did Grower ever get a 15? And then he gets 3 in a row. Yeah, you did. 47.21, and then 8th.
I said you were going to prove me wrong, and you did.
Great flying pilots. Now they're going to make their way over to the pits. We're going to have new pilots
Race
coming out.
over.
We're looking for Propsicle, Russell, Manny, and Casardo. So let's see. Florian Coleman. It's actually thrilling to watch. Not a lot of FPV live streams can do that. Well, we do our best. Are we using standard webcams for the pilot shot? I don't know if they're standard webcams. I got them off Amazon. They're little 1080p cameras. Can't really show you the camera because it's right there. Got Mike from GemFan over here, one of our great sponsors.
Good to see you, Mike.
Yeah, kind of crazy to see GemFan sponsoring Freedom Spec when we're running HQ props. They're just here to support drone racing.
Yeah, I think it's really incredible that GymFan would step up like that and prove that they love the racing community. And even though due to our spec, we select one prop to run, and right now that is a R38 from HQ, a phenomenal prop. GymFan makes great props too, and just a big time shout out to them for putting drone racing first, and we appreciate it.
And they made some pretty great gates. Do we have any out here today, or are we just going to have them tomorrow?
Yeah,
Tomorrow,
have
we're going to be
some
showing
tomorrow.
off some GemFan gates. They made some good
Next up,
multi-GP
round
panels.
4 time trial
Yeah.
5, with Propsicle on R1,
We have a
Russell
lot of great
AR on
sponsors
R3,
helping us out this
Manny
weekend,
himself on
and,
Yep.
R6,
obviously
Quesardo on
Hanson,
R8.
Professional services with Grow Your Own being a big part of this event, specifically at the State Fair. HQ Prop, GymFan Props, Rush FPV 533, Radio Master, Orca, HD0, and all right. Yeah.
Can't hear you.
Oh, they can't hear me?
Yeah, no, it says.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, we'll
Shames
get it,
needs
we'll
to
get
hold
it
the mic.
situated.
Okay, we'll get
All right,
Shames turned up.
pilots, everyone all set? All right, last chance for romance. Here we go. Arm them up.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
Daikon says, Mike from GemFan is the man.
Whole shot propsicle
Matt Mickelrath
4.9.
says, my girlfriend is tired of finding GemFan bags around the house. Yep. Would she rather find some other type of bag? He can put any label on it. They make all their bags in-house.
Russell AR 1 lap in 16.0.
Oh,
Manny himself 1
yeah, we'll
lap
get that
in
mic situated soon.
17.11.
Kevin Turner says, go Casardo with a PB lap, 18.41.
29.09.
We're seeing Propsicle hit a new
Russell
PB lap,
AR 2 laps in
14.52, followed by a
31.66.
14.57.
Manny himself 2 laps in 33.25. Casardo 2 laps in 37.41.
Just like that, bettering his time to a 43.8. Manny himself getting it close over here. He hit
Russell
some metal
AR
and
3
that
laps
thing's
in
just chooching along.
52.19. 60 seconds remaining. Propsicle 3 laps in 43.99.
Probably the worst place to hit. Kevin Turner says, did Prop take a sock off? Is that the secret? Is that how he got this extra speed?
Russell AR 3 laps in 52.37. Manny himself 3 laps in 52.37.
New PB
Propsicle
lap
3
for
laps in
Casardo is
34.5.
17.74, giving him a PB of 55.33 in 24th place.
30
Let's get another
seconds
17.
remaining. Russell AR 3 laps in 53.13. Propsicle 3 laps in 44.94.
Go, 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 go!
Casardo 3
19.05.
laps in 55.38.
And once Casey gets to yelling,
Russell AR 3 laps in 48.84.
little
10
secret
seconds
line.
remaining. Propsicle 3 laps in
Look at him.
47.84.
He's all over the place. Matt says Swolesicle is ripping.
Finish your lap and then land. Casardo
Oh,
finished
that was a
3
clean
laps
final
in
gate, bro.
59.35. Please land.
Great flying, pilots.
Russell AR
That was
finished
heat
3
5
laps
of
in
8.
52.04. Please land. Race over.
Great flying. Pilots making their way out. Now we look for Potato, Cali, Dreams, and Gate
Next
Smasher.
up, round 4 time trial 6, with Potato on R1, Cali FPV on R3, Dreams on R6, Gate Smasher on R8.
Yes, I'm aware. Did they have a midair? Yeah. Before we start the race? Oh.
Can I tell you a secret? Will you keep it to yourself? Let me tell you a secret.
Matt Mickelrath wants to know, do we test for steroids? I don't know if it would be a performance-enhancing drug here, but Propsicle's definitely on something.
Fight it all you want, you just have to receive it.
Oh, yes. This is not a performance-enhancing drug. This is oxygen,
I swore that I'd never tell. Nothing wrong with a little
proven to help with recharge and recovery.
with just breathing.
I don't know if it helps at all with drone racing, but it matched my shirt, so I bought 6 of them. Horseshoe? Buffalo chicken horseshoe and cheesesteak horseshoes. They have them at Darcy's Pint. Go to Darcy's Pint. Oh, here? I don't know if they have them. I mean, it's a staple of Illinois. You'd imagine somebody would have a horseshoe. But while you're here in Illinois, Darcy's Pint, it's not far from here, like 10 minutes maybe. Yeah, we went there last night. Kevin Turner wants to see some pit vipers. I don't know if anybody brought their pit vipes this year.
In this heat, we've got
Oh,
our
Katie's
one
got
and
some
only
right there.
female pilot, a student, 16-year-old Callie Ames from Moberly, Missouri, came out here to race today against some of the best in the world. It's cool to see female pilots out here getting it done. So Callie will be on race band 3 if you want to tune in.
How much is a baby set of pit vipers? 40? Okay. I'm going to have to get some baby pits. Baby Vipes. Hit Vipes? PVs? Baby Vipes? Okay, you guys ready? Callie, you good? Gate Smasher? Potato? Oh, Gate Smasher's saying but I'm going to guess that means yes. I need to find the start button. Okay, guys, listen to the lady. Last
Arm
qualifying
your quads.
pack.
Starting on the tone in less than 3.
I claimed I was going to beat Dreams both days, so let's see if he can shut me up.
Whole shot potato 5.24.
Kevin Turner wants some oxygen and acetylene for his spud gun. That's exactly how that accident I was talking about happened, so I wouldn't advise it.
Potato 1 lap in 19.08. Dreams 1 lap in 19.84. Gate Smasher 1 lap in 20.35.
There's 200 puffs.
Potato 2 laps in 34.72.
Not seen
Dreams
any
2 laps
PBs
in
yet, but
36.7.
they still got like 6 laps to go just because these Freedom Spec packs will outlast the timer. We're
Gate
probably
Smasher
going to
2
do
laps in
5 to 6 laps
45.14.
for the bracket.
Potato 3 laps
Evan
in
really wants 6
50.37.
laps.
60 seconds remaining.
Yeah, 15-second
Cali
laps.
FPV 1 lap in 52.69. Potato 3
Yeah.
laps in 47.13.
Yeah, we'll probably do
Smasher
6
3
laps in brackets.
65.68. Dreams 3 laps in
Maybe 8.
50.33.
8 would be a 2-minute race.
Potato 3 laps in 47.28.
Let's ask the chat. Chat,
30
how many
seconds
laps should we do
remaining.
for brackets?
Dreams
6
3
for a
laps in
minute and 30-second
49.99.
heats, or should we do 8
Gate
laps for
Smasher 3
2-minute
laps in
heats?
66.91. Potato 3 laps in
We
47.45.
probably got a good 11 laps in a pack.
Dreams 3 laps in 50.11.
Yeah, Potato going
10
up to 8th
seconds
place
remaining.
with a 47.13, bumping
Gate
down
Smasher 3
Charles, because
laps
Charles
in
had a 47.21.
62.86. Finish your lap and then land.
Gate Smasher is not smashing any gates
Dreams
today.
finished 3 laps in 49.78.
Doing great on
Please
time. 2
land.
heats to go and 33 minutes left in qualifying. We probably won't run another one just because we need to
Gate
do
Smasher
some
finished 3
administrative
laps
work,
in
get the bracket set up,
61.42.
get all our
Please
graphics
land.
going.
Potato finished 3
And we're gonna
laps
be ready
in
to go.
48.01.
Good luck.
Callie got a PB
Please
that
land.
lap.
Great flying, guys.
52.6.
Race over.
Making their way out there. Sky says we need to do 10 laps. Kevin Turner says 12 laps with a pit stop.
You guys are just trying to kill these brand new batteries. None of these fast pilots want to use their good batteries for that type of a race.
Yeah, I don't know. 8 sounds fun. Oh yeah, I can see a quad down there. So who's up next? We're looking for Milkman, Shames, Herder, and Rocker Guy.
Next up, round 4 time trial 7, with the Milkman on R1,
Any
Shames
spectators
on
over there
R3,
yet?
the
No?
Herder on
Yeah.
R6, Rocker Guy on R8.
Got some state police showing up. They heard there was some speeding going on.
Yeah, I
Oh,
wonder
can-
if any of them got a speed gun. with
Yeah,
them.
can somebody ask the state trooper over here if he has a speed gun? You have your speed gun? Oh, that would be awesome. Standing at the straight like, 55 and a 15.
You're going to jail, brother. The Herder, he's
Brother.
a pilot that we used to fly with at Riggs Brewery. Herder, turn around and smile at the camera. You're on television. Say hi to all your friends and fams.
Is that him? Where do you
Yeah,
see Herder?
that's
Oh, he's
it,
over there.
right there.
There he is. I found him. Herder. Yeah, he's a big fan of Freedom Spec. He's like, wait, I'm 100% sure I'm not going to have the slowest quad because it's a great spec that guarantees everybody's quad's exactly the same. And I said, yeah, that's one way to put it.
So, if history has served us, then this water truck will make it right on the track whenever you guys are flying.
Okay, Kevin Turner came up with the perfect format. 6 laps, eat a foot-long corn dog, then 6 more laps.
Okay, now I'm in.
What constitutes eating? Do you have to chew?
Does it have to be like a foot-long corn dog? Because they got some pretty big ones here.
Oh, yeah, Caden had one. It was like
Yeah,
definitely
I mean,
a foot.
It probably looked bigger because he's so small, but like that was a large corn dog.
Caden's a big kid now.
His voice is big kid. His body is still little kid. He'll grow into it. Hey, look at that. We talked long enough that the water truck made his way.
What type of racing are they doing out here that they need it wet?
Well, it's just whenever it gets dry like this and the wind's blowing, it
Like
loses
it's super
all the dust.
dusty.
Yeah. You can tell that truck is dirty as all can be.
Are we taking a break? Okay, so we're waiting for a new
We're
quad
doing
and
a
a
little
battery.
pause for the cause. We want to
But
give these pilots the best chance.
We're going to show you this track from our sky cam.
Oh, nice. We got.
Yeah, you can see the little launch there going out to the flags, and then soon enough the timing gate's going to pop up in the bottom right corner here.
Is this Vanover flying this
Right
Skycam?
down there. Yeah, this is the Vanny Cam, brought to you by Alex Vanover.
Yeah. We thought we were only going to get 3, so we almost doubled it.
That tower there you see with the 3 gates and a little flag on top, that's the Grow Our Own Tower. This back section sponsored by Gem Fan. The Gem Fans Stitch It Up section. Dippity dippity dippity. But
Ooh,
there
I
it
see
is from the
somebody's-
sky. Do we have everybody out here, or are we waiting for Rocker Guy?
Yeah, we're just on a little holding pattern. I do see a couple of pilots using 2 different color props. Who do they think they are?
It's a great way to differentiate. Pink would be great. We can talk to Zong about it. Get some clear ones, some pink ones.
If you guys don't know, Milkman is named this because he literally is drinking milk at every drone race. Milk was not a bad choice, ever, for Milkman. $68. That is lukewarm.
68 degrees is the perfect milk
Yeah.
temperature.
Nice.
He's like, room temp. Room temp's a great temperature for milk.
Shames just asked him, what's the perfect temperature for milk? And he said 68 degrees. He was talking about outdoor temperature rather than the
Yeah.
milk's temperature, but
He's like, I've never thought about the temperature of my milk, but whenever it's 68 degrees out, it's a good time to
yeah,
drink.
he's like, I need a glass of milk.
The Rocker Guy, are we still waiting on Rocker Guy? Oh, he's out.
Rocker Guy
Okay,
is
well,
gonna
we've been
sit this one
stalling
out.
for no reason.
Just to talk about milk.
Okay, you guys good? Let's see
We're
some
gonna
thumbs.
send it in less than 3.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
I love whenever a song that we're listening to like hits
The
Oh!
Milkman
my gosh.
4.76.
Good thing we
Alright.
had a net there.
We do have a net, and Herder is in it. Nice disarm though, Herder. We will appreciate that. So it's just Shames and Milkman
Milkman
battling
won
it
lap
out.
in
Shames is in the
15.54.
11th spot. Milkman's in the
Shames
5th
won lap
spot.
in
Nobody has to worry
16.71.
about losing the top 16, but they could better where they stand.
And we know Shames has a better time in him because last time he had 2 great laps and 1 slightly slower lap. So he's looking to stitch those
The
3
Milkman
together
2 laps in
and get a qualifying time
31.06.
that he can be proud of.
Yeah, Shames is
Shames
only
2 laps
about a
in
gate and a half behind
32.87.
Milkman. He's going to slowly reel him in as long as he keeps everything smooth.
The Milkman 3 laps in 46.71.
Oh, there you go. A 15.56, giving him a PB of
Both of them getting PBs right
48.43.
there.
60 seconds remaining.
46.7 out of the Milkman and 48.4 out of Shames. Excellent flying from both of these guys. It's
The
not going to
Milkman
move
3
them up any,
laps in
but
46.98.
oh, that does.
There you
As
go,
I say
Sean
that,
in the
Shames
10th
moves into the
place.
10th spot.
If you can beat a 16.17 with this one, it'll better your time even more.
You got it.
The The Milkman 3 laps in
Going.
47.69.
15.76, giving him a 47.49. Great
7
time.
seconds remaining.
Stay in it.
That's 5 laps. Let's see what 8 laps looks like, though. Like, 8 laps might be too much.
The Milkman 3 laps in 48.09.
Is this going to be lap 6 then? And that would be a 6-lap
3
race.
laps in
Yeah.
48.59.
6 laps might be the magic number.
Isn't it
10
crazy how
seconds
different people
remaining.
take elements differently, and it makes it seem like it's easier when you see the way that they take it?
Yeah.
The Milkman 3 laps in
'cause they're good at it?
48.66.
It is
Shane's finished
100%
3
because
laps
they're
in
better at it. But
49.97.
I like to
Please land.
think
Finish
it's
your lap
just-
and then land. The
excellent flying
Milkman
out of both
finished
of
3
these
laps
guys.
in
PB's
48.98.
46.7 for the
Please
Milkman,
land.
47.4
Shames
for
finished
Shames.
3 laps in
He was
50.71.
flying,
Please land.
and he was trying.
I want it open.
Race over.
How do I open your iPad, Sean? It overheated earlier and we needed to fix sound levels. Okay, great flying. So pumped.
Shames is letting out a little battle cry.
Got the
out
whole
here.
family over here shaking their heads. I think it was Sean. That yell?
Callie's not trying to own up to that one.
Next up, round 4 time trial 8.
Yeah,
with
you
Fire
did. It
Serpent
looked
on
like you
R1,
frozen time
Yasum on
for a second
R3,
there.
Cree Viper on
Fire
R6.
Serpent,
I hate
Yasum,
that
Fry
we
Viper,
have
and
to
FPV on
Omega.
swing the
R8.
right way.
Yasum
Like-
knows he's got it in him. He wants that top 16. But he said, if I don't, I still got some cores.
So, quick announcement for the pilots. If you have already flown in this heat, we're going to be starting brackets at 12:30. So, I would suggest going and grabbing some food, get you a corn dog or something good. If you have already flown, this is kind of your chance. You got about 25 minutes until we start brackets. There'll be a quick presentation before the event actually starts. But, yeah, I believe so. Yep. Yes, keep that in the shade. But yeah, this is your opportunity. There's one more heat in qualifying, and we'll be on a bit of a break, and then we'll be back for our top 16. Probably one of the toughest, most toxic top 16s that we have ever seen in a Freedom Spec event. Right after this.
Yeah, top 16 was way tighter than I thought it would be. We got one lap, or one pack left. You want to click lap records? Let's see how this turned out.
Heads up in the first pot.
Are you
Mari.
sorting by fast lap
Yeah.
right now?
I didn't get one of those there, did I?
You did get a 15, but you didn't get a 15, 15, 15.
It looks like, what is it? Amari is the TQ in hole shot today with a 4.62. Heads up, our TQ is running a 4.8. So I
what,
mean,
Screechers are bubble right now? Screecher with a 51.07 is 16th place, followed by
Charles
Fire Serpent in
Charles.
15th. And right now, Yasum wants to make his way into there. No pressure. It's just your last chance. And you drove
Mondo, you're
pretty
not very
far.
good at selling this no pressure thing. He's like, no pressure, but here's a bunch of pressure for you to think about.
You got Omega making his way out there.
Omega's flying out of where?
I don't know. Omega, where'd you come here from? Huh?
Southwest Missouri. Okay.
Southwest Missouri.
Nice. We'll see more of Omega then. I got thumbs for 3 pilots. I
Okay,
see
well, we're going to
4.
go on the tone.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
And
Fire
they're-
Serpent doing a little lean into that launch. I like that.
Hole shot Fire Serpent 5.0.
Looks like it
5-second
pays off.
flat hole shot. Oh, hits that bar.
I told you it was going to be something that people would find.
Omega FPV 1 lap in 13.7. Fire Serpent 1 lap in 18.29. Yasum 1 lap in 18.74.
Fire Serpent sitting in the 15th spot, Yasum in the 18th spot, and Omega FPV in the 29th spot. We're all
Fire
looking to
Serpent
better
2
our
laps in
times by just a little bit.
34.57. Yasum 2
Looks
laps in
like Omega's done it right
36.36.
there with his PB
Omega
lap time.
FPV
a
2 laps in
13.7.
37.94.
Sure. Thank you.
Yasum 3 laps in 53.84. 60 seconds remaining. Fire Serpent 3 laps in 58.49.
Thank you guys.
Omega
The
FPV
Ames
3
family
laps in
keeping the announcers
60.64.
quenched and supplied with snacks. Some Planters
Yasum
peanuts.
3 laps in
honey roasted.
53.26. Fire Serpent
Doesn't get
3
better than
laps
that.
in 57.87.
Yawsome is going.
Let's go, Yawsome. Let's see a PB out of you.
30
He had a
seconds
17, a
remaining.
17, but then an 18. So he's still in 18th place. But if he would have got another 17, it might have done it.
That straightaway
Yasum
can
3
be
laps in
dangerous.
Yeah,
54.92.
you just got to commit.
It seems
Fire
like it's
Serpent 3
the
laps in
easiest section to a lot
60.68.
of people, but it is such a micro movement situation that you got to just really stay on what
10
you.
seconds
It's
remaining.
all about
Start.
entrance. Like,
Yeah, you
if
got to
you get the entrance good,
set
you're
yourself
Yasum 3
up
laps
for a
in
perfect straightaway. Otherwise,
54.25.
reeling it in
Fire
and trying to
Serpent 3
fix it
laps in
midway is
53.
really dangerous.
yeah.
Finish
The
your lap
smallest
and then
maneuver will
land.
send you into the wall or into the ground or into the gate itself, which is never fun.
Oh, Yawsome just got a 16.8,
Yasum
followed by a
finished 3 laps in
17.05. If he
53.
wouldn't
Let's
have
go,
had
let's
that
go.
19,
Please land.
dang.
Fire Serpent finished
he's
3
gonna
laps in
finish it off.
54.23.
It's good to be able to have a hot
Great
lap like that
flying,
towards the end of the
guys.
day, though. I did it. He did it. It's a good
Waiting
way
for
to
Fire
seal the
Serpent to
deal.
finish it up. That was a beautiful heat. And that's the end of qualifying. We're going to show you guys the final standings.
Race over.
And then come 12:30, we're going to be starting our double elimination bracket. So we're going to go into a quick break. 12:30, we're starting up this race.
Now's the time to get those corn dogs. The corn dog
All right, guys, here we are. Top 16 fastest pilots today here at the Illinois State Fair. The Freedom Spec Grow Your Own Open here at the Illinois State Fair. We're excited to be here. You're going to see some incredible racing. But first, we've got a quick presentation from some of our partners. So thank you, guys.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I am Jennifer Ricker. I'm the state CIO and the secretary of the Illinois Department of Innovation and Technology. We're really excited to be here for our second annual State Fair drone race. Super exciting, and I know a lot of these pilots were here this morning going through the preliminary rounds to make it to this final 16. So congratulations to all of you. Look forward to watching this. As we did last year, this is super fun. So I want to recognize that also that this event would not be possible without the sponsorship of the Grow Our Own Minority Participation Program, which is supported by Hanson Professional Services, City of Springfield, Sangamon County. So we want to thank you for your investment in students beginning in middle school and on their pathway into STEAM fields, which is why Do It, our agency, is here supporting this and helping to put this on. So thank you, and also a huge thank you goes out to Heart of America, FPV, for organizing this, managing the event today. Really appreciate it. And now I'm going to turn it over to Rhonda Folkerts from Hanson. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. Good afternoon, and welcome to the Illinois State Fair. My name is Rhonda Folkerts, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer at Hanson Professional Services with our corporate office located right here in Springfield, Illinois. On behalf of the Springfield Grow Our Own Minority Participation Program, we're very pleased to sponsor for the second year the State Fair Drone Competition. I have to admit, I was not familiar with this event until I took a look at the video from last year, and wow, what an amazing display of technology and skill. So I'm super excited to see this year's competition, and congratulations to all of you that have made it this far. For those of you who may not be familiar, the Springfield Grow Our Own Minority Participation Program was developed to help encourage interest and education and careers and professions within the engineering and technology fields. The program, as mentioned by Jennifer, is supported by the City of Springfield, Sangamon County, and Hanson Professional Services. We'd also like to thank this year the Illinois Department of Innovation and Technology for hosting the Tech Prairie STEAM Expo, and also to the Heart of America drone racing group. So really appreciate you guys helping out this year. A special thanks also to Mary Reynolds and her group for organizing this event, this very successful event. So it's great to see so many competitors from across the Midwest, and I know everybody's excited to get going, so I'll just wish all the competitors good luck, and everyone enjoy the show, and let's race.
Thank you guys all so very much for supporting STEAM in this way and drone racing, and let the races begin. Pilots, race number one, let's get them on the line. This is a double elimination bracket. So what's going to happen here is 4 drones are going to race at a time. In a given heat, we're racing to 6 laps, correct, Mondo? We're racing to 6 laps. The first 2 pilots in the preliminary rounds here are considered winners. Third and fourth place are considered the losers in that round. And so as long as you don't get second or third or fourth place twice, you're still in it. It's a double elimination format, and we're going to be chucking right through this top 16 bracket. Now, there were a lot of upsets in qualifying. There were people that typically are mainstays in the top 16, but this talent pool here in Central Illinois has been unbelievable, and we've seen a lot of upsets. A lot of pilots that you would expect to be here in this final did not make it, and so I can say without a doubt you are seeing some of the fastest pilots in the world today. So without further ado, we're going to get this first round gridded up. So we are looking for Amari, A-Drone, Russell AR, and Dreams. Amari on race band 1, A-Drone on race band 3, Russell AR on race band 6, and Dreams on race band 8.
So quickly, I can show you guys exactly what today's track is. So we have a little launch pad over here, if you see it. And that's our table full of launch stands. And then the pilots, whenever we give them the tone, are going to take off from there, go around this outside flag, then bring it all the way down this straight. And that's going to be our launch. And they're going to be looking for the timing gate. So this, our Skycam, could you back up a little bit? Okay, Skycam's going to show the rest of the track. A little further, because we got to show this last flag, and there we go. That's the full track there. We have about 300 feet by 8 feet. So after they're coming down from that launch, they're going to go through our timing gate, out and around this flag, then they're aiming for this low gate on the right side, then they're going to bring it around behind this tower, through the left gate, spiraling up through the middle gate, then all the way around, over the top, down, and then through that low gate back in that corner. And then we have this triple gate section back where you're going to go around the flag, drop it down through the left gate, and then 180 to the one on the opposite side, bring it around this flag, and then you have this little blind gate back here that you're going into. And then from there, from that gate in the back corner, you're going to go around, split S. You're going to go over the gate, then down through it, and then we have this long straightaway, and that's a lap. We're going to do that 6 times per heat, which is a little ambitious, but we figured you guys would rather see more drone racing than less. So let's make sure the computer's set to give us a whole 6 laps of racing. There we go, and then we're going to be looking for our 4 pilots, which consists of Amari, Adrone, Russell AR, and Dreams. As you can see, they're making their way out there to the block. Thank you so much. Getting some water to stay hydrated. Emma and Cameron, hello. Thank you, my family, for coming. Kate over there. We can show off our spectators. Let's see. Oh, there's a Momo over there. Can you give the camera a wave, Momo? There you go. And there's Mommy. Emma, can you say hi? Say hi. There we go. Once these pilots are ready, we're going to be able to send them off. That one stopped? It shouldn't have. It's on the same feed as that one. We need some electrical tape. Are you trying to make weight? Oh, how close are you? We have zip ties. No, he wants electrical tape. He's trying to get exactly to 480. Maddie and Callie over there are the line security. You're not allowed to launch onto that track until you're at 480 grams, 4.35 volts max per cell, and then they give you the go-ahead. Is the HDMI input on it correct? HDMI 1? Weird. So yeah, got a little scale over here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's behind Dreams. There's a scale here, and once they put their quads on that scale, that's when we know we're at 480 grams, and then we have 3S batteries going to 4.35 volts per cell. It's going to be a good race. Everybody's running the same motor, same props, same all-up weight. This is the closest racing you can find in drone racing. Nothing closer, no doubt about it. And today we're going to see people going through that timing gate inches from each other. Really puts an emphasis on picking smart passes. Because I had some mid-airs today. I was trying to pass my buddy Alex FPV. He was taking it easy. And I tried to capitalize on that, and then we got caught up. But yeah, once we get these quads all initially spec'd in, it's probably going to be a lot quicker our following heats, but we got to be done here come 3 o'clock. We're going to be giving away some prize money. $5,000 in prizes. Brought to you by Grow Our Own. Yeah, thank you to all of them for helping us put this on, bringing us to the grandstand. Last year we were over, I don't even know what that arena was called, but it was a smaller arena, a little bit bigger, but I kind of like this long track feel. That's how I'm drawing on it. Okay, pilots making their ways to the seats. Got Amari, Adrone, Dreams over here. Adron, you're on R3. Amari, you're on R1. Russell, you're on R6. And Dreams, you're on R8. Johnny 5 says, are you serious? This is the greatest drone racing stream I've ever seen.
Aww.
Dutch FPV says, putting those Beverly Hills aerial skills to work. Yeah,
That was Mondo.
I feel bad every time I pretend the Skycam is live, but it works every time.
Yeah, they always do.
I'm like, back it up, back it up.
Movie magic over here.
Okay, looks like our pilots are starting to get ready. Let's see how their pilot feeds are looking. I got video from Russell, I got video from Dreams, Amari, and Adron. So now I'm going to ask my pilots, do you guys have good video? You guys ready to go? Now let's remember, we're going to 6 laps. We'll tell you when you're done. Just keep going. There's no crash gate. Keep flying. So, arm your quads and listen to the lady.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
Whole shot with Amari, a 4.81. Not as fast as, but Adron gets a little bit of a mix-up there with Russell AR. We got Dreams and Amari still in the air, but remember, this is a double elimination bracket. So they're not done after this. They got one more shot if they don't make top 2.
Amari lap 1 in first.
16.08, not his fastest lap, but I'm pretty sure he knows in the back of his head he doesn't have to go that fast to finish this off. Russell AR down, so Adron just has to move up one more position. He's just chasing down Dreams right now.
Amari lap 2 in first.
Yeah. Is it new Dreams out there? Adron about, what's that, 1.17 seconds back.
He's getting closer.
Oh, in his sights. Oh, was that a clean pass? They're right on top of each other. Adron into second place, going down for that timing gate.
Adron lap 3 in second.
We're on lap 4 of 6 with Amari. He's got, what, 2 more to go. My heart's pumping.
Amari lap 4 in first.
Okay, now Amari's on to lap 5. He's going to do this one and one more.
Adron lap 4
Holding first place like it's nothing, but Adron has gone into second. Dreams chasing him down. Adron swung that a little wide, letting Dreams gain on him a little bit.
Oh, Dreams with a mistake.
Oh, Dreams gets it wrong.
30
I've seen
seconds
Dreams do some
remaining.
crazy stuff in a loser's bracket, though, so don't count him out.
Adron lap 5 in second.
Adron's on his last lap here. Looks like Amari bringing it home.
Oh, Amari finished in 100.06 seconds. Fastest lap of 15.31. Adron finishing it off, bringing around the last split S down the straight.
Remaining.
And that is second place for Adron. Only 11 seconds back, but he had a lot of bobbles. This is going to be some good racing.
Finish your lap and then
Watch as our pilots make their way out. And then we're looking for Propsicle, NM Grower, Shames, and Fire Serpent. Let's take a look at this bracket.
Next up, round 1, race 2.
Mari and Adron moving on.
NM
Russell
Grower
and
on
Dreams
R3.
moving into the
Shames
losers
on R6.
bracket.
Fire Serpent on R8.
That's how they're going to progress. If they're in that top half of the bracket, up top, races 1, 6, 11, 13, 2, and 8, that's winner's bracket. Down at the bottom, races 5, 9, 7, 10, and 12, those are losers brackets. So if they're in those races and they don't get top 2 position, they're done for the day. But if they get top 2, they keep moving on. And then what they're looking for is to go into the finals. Sean Ames, how many positions we paying today?
8.
8 positions?
As far as I know.
Okay, top 8. Let's see, Formula FPV says, Mondo, tell Prop I say good luck. Popsicle, Swolsicle, you got a good luck coming from Formula FPV over here. Oh, he needs 0.2 grams. Everybody's just riding the line. Got to do the spec check all over again. Hopefully after we get these first 4 heats in, everybody's going to know that they're at spec. I don't know if people are switching quads or what, but they should have been at spec after qualifying. Fire Serpent, you're going to be on R8. Propsicle R1, Grower R3, Shames R6, and Fire Serpent R8. Yeah, move that, it's squeaking. What these guys are
like
doing.
They got to wait. Oh.
That's a pretty good launch.
Is adding weight to his quad.
How far off was he?
0.2 grams. Is that going to win the race? Maybe not.
I'm 5 grams over. I kind of just. I'm going to use momentum.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right. Looks like Sean's on the line for sure. I see Grower's on the line.
I think everybody's just riding the line spec-wise.
They're just getting as close as possible.
I want to know what Amari's battery was at. Because I guarantee it was like 4.35 exact. Like, he wouldn't be any lower. He probably had a 4.36 and had to put it on the
That's okay.
block. That's an Amari move. Lucky says, let's go, Grower. You got some fans in the chat.
That's
Johnny
Lucky.
5, Grower, you got this. You are at the night spot. Sprinklers just came on. Don't crash. You hear that?
All right.
Formula says, Propsicle R1, more like Propsicle P1.
Oh. R3 Grower, R6 Shames, R8 Serpent. All right. I'm getting video from 3.
Sean, you got a pit switch? You're supposed to be on R6.
Does he have a pit switch? He invented the pit switch.
He did.
He was affiliated with the invention.
Still waiting on video from Sean, and then we're going to be able to send these pilots off.
He just removed his ghost module? Not sure what's going on.
Some troubleshooting going on the line. You guys want to watch what's going on?
He's got
down here?
video, so whatever it did worked.
Oh, okay, we're in business. Okay,
Right.
guys, are you ready? We're going for 6 laps. Takes longer than you'd think. It's a 6-lap race. Just keep flying. We'll tell you when you're done. There's no crash gate. You just keep flying until we say you're done. Ready?
Here we go.
No pressure.
Listen to the lady.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
Nope.
Stand down and disarm. Race start cancelled.
What's going on, Sean? No arming? Probably because you took your module out and put it back in.
Slight delay here. Yeah, exactly. He's gonna do a quick little power cycle. That never hurts.
I'm willing to have a delay for Sean Ames over here.
Yeah,
We wouldn't be here without Sean Ames.
that's right. Sean is in charge
As
of
in,
organizing.
like, we
this
wouldn't
event.
have Freedom Spec and we wouldn't have Hard America here putting on a race. Yeah, well, we're gonna have to speed this up a little bit because it's already 12:54, right?
I think we're on good pace.
My computer's on Tennessee time.
All right, we've got video. We've got some effort from Sean too. We always appreciate that. All right, how's everybody else's video? Good. It's right here. All right, here we go, guys. Listen to the lady.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
Oh, okay, he's going. He stayed back.
Whole shot Propsicle 5.02.
Yeah,
little
in an instant
bobble.
like that. Oh, Fire Serpent's down. Yeah,
Gets a midair from Propsicle.
glad we kept it going. But Fire Serpent had a little bit of a trigger finger going, a little happy trigger
Propsicle
finger.
lap
and
1 in
popped up a
first.
bit, but as long as he
NM
didn't
Grower
keep
lap
going,
1
he
in
stayed
second.
back, waited for everybody to launch, and
Shane's
then
lap
took
1 in
off, so we didn't
third.
have to do a regrid or anything.
So the one we care about is the transfer position. That's NN Grower and Shames. That's your top right and bottom left screens, or the yellow
Propsicle
drone
lap
and
2
the
in
orange
first.
drone.
Props
NM
putting down
Grower
some
lap 2 in
solid
second.
15-second laps right now.
Shane's
He's
lap
not
2
holding
in
back.
third.
Sean makes the pass.
Props has all or nothing strategy right now. But they are right on top of each other. Grower, Sean. I could see Sean and Grower's feet. Yeah, Sean in second place, followed by
Shane's
Grower.
lap 3 in
0.2
second.
gap.
0.2
Grower
seconds.
lap
Oh,
three.
this is going to get scary.
Six.
Grower goes for the pass. Keep it clean, guys.
Wow.
Wow! Pass by Sean Ames down the straight. They're going for another one.
That's only lap.
They're on lap. Yeah, on lap
Contact by both of
5.
them. Contact by both.
Oh, Sean Ames. Okay, they're on lap 5 right now. Propsicle going on
Propsicle
to
lap
lap
5 in
6.
first.
He's going to finish this one off.
NM Grower lap 5
That was a
in
good
second.
battle.
That was a really good
30
battle.
seconds
That
remaining.
pass over the
I knew it was going to be
Shane's
dirty, though, with
lap
how
5
close
in
they were.
third. Propsicle finished in first.
Done in a minute or no 100.88. I'm pretty sure Amari had a faster 6 lap time.
That was real scary.
Only 6 seconds back for Grower. That is
Shane's
impressive.
finished in third.
Grower hit the last 2 gates and kept it together. That was wow. Sean bringing it home.
Oh gosh, great
Finished
flying
lap in
pilots. Oh yeah,
Race
who's up
over.
next? Oh gosh, I'm up next. So Sean Ames, I'm gonna wait for you to make your way over here so
Next
you can
up,
ban
round
this.
1,
No, you
race
can go
3,
get your stuff. Sean's
with
done.
Amari on R1, the Milkman on R3, Mondo on R6, Manny himself on R8.
All right. Okay. All right, so next we have Heat 3. This is the first round of brackets, so we have these first 4 races, everyone's first pack up. So this next one we have Amari, the Milkman, Mondo. Is that wrong? Yeah, Amari's not in this one. Alex. Alex is actually in this one. Come on. Can somebody let Alex know that he is... Oh, he's already out there. He's ready. You're up, Alex. Good job. It's okay.
Next up, round
All right,
1,
now
race
we're
3,
back.
with Alex FPV
Thanks for
on
that
R1,
help there,
the
Mondo.
Milkman on R3, Mondo on
wanna sit here?
R6, Manny himself on R8.
All right. As you see Alex FPV over there getting everything set up. And next you're going to see Mondo.
I just want to say thank you, Grower, for one of the races of my life. That was fun. Yeah. Looks like they are on the line. I have commissioned my daughters, Callie and Maddie. They are the voltage and weight officials over there, making sure that everyone is over the correct weight and under the specified voltage. So, yeah. Whew. I'm still reeling from that last one. That was a lot of fun with NM Grower. If we could save that timestamp, someone could throw that in the comments so I can watch it later. Charles coming in clutch with new props because I had to head straight back over here, but what a day to be drone racing. There's still a chance for folks like myself and let's see, Fire Serpent, who was in that one, Dreams, who was in the first one, and Russell AR. We are now in the consolation bracket, so that is 1 loss for us, and all we have to do is avoid getting 2 losses, but we are still in this, vying for that top 8 finish. I believe the top 8 today are getting paid, so everyone wants to hit that top 8, myself included. And yeah, should be a great, great time. I see the officials getting away from the launch stand, so it looks like everyone is at weight and under voltage. So we should be kicking this sucker off in a matter of moments.
Turns out I'm subbing out for Evan while he gets squads together, so. Looks like in this heat we have Alex FPV, the Milkman FPV, Mondo, and Manny himself. 2 DRL pilots in this heat. If you don't know, DRL is the drone racing show on NBC. Got 2 pilots from that, Alex FPV and Manny himself. Throwing down on some spec racing today. Alex, our 4th qualifier, setting down some good laps. Mondo, it says R6. Getting everything situated, making sure pilots are on the right channel. Looks like we have everyone in seats. Is everyone ready to run this? All right then, listen to the lady. I'll run it.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
Nice launch from all pilots. No mitter is quite yet. We're heading into that start-finish
Whole
gate.
shot the Milkman.
It's going to be Milkman taking the whole
4.76.
shot, 4.7, and a double midair. Alex FPV and the Milkman making contact. Looks like that's probably going to put Mondo into the lead, into our double gate section. Alex FPV just trailing. Milkman trying to make up some lost time. Mondo into our main straight. He's going to take
Mondo
that first lap.
lap
16.9 opener, holding
Alex
off everyone in
FPV
first.
lap 1 in
Alex is
second.
trying to reel, though, currently.
The Milkman
17.7
lap
after
1
that
in
mistake in that midair with Milkman. He's trying to reel Mondo back in, take that first place back. Once again, we are worrying about that transfer position. Second place and above is what gets you up in that winner's
Mondo
bracket.
lap 2 in
Milkman
first.
pushing hard, trying to catch
Alex
Alex, but
FPV
Alex is
lap 2
pacing
in
too
second.
hard right now, catching Mondo
Manny
now.
himself lap
They're
2 in
neck
third.
and neck. Alex actually taking
The
the pass
Milkman
into our
lap 2
double.
in
That's going to
fourth.
put Mondo down into second, it looks like, but it's still close between them. Into our main straightaway, and actually Mondo's
Mondo
leading.
lap 3
Mondo's
in
still
first.
holding off Alex here.
Yeah.
Alex FPV lap 3 in second.
Milkman has worked his way up
60
into.
seconds
There,
remaining.
now we see Alex FPV in Mondo's feed, literally all up in his business here. This is wild.
They are neck and neck.
This heat is absolutely consolidated.
Alex FPV lap 4 in first.
They don't
A
mid
little bit of contact. Manny
Mondo
goes
lap
down.
4 in
Manny was
second.
absolutely reeling
The
himself.
Milkman lap 4 in third.
Milkman is just a tiny bit behind the transfer possession here. No one can let up at this point.
like Alex into our main straight, looking like his
Yep,
last
Alex
lap.
in first.
Alex FPV lap 5 in first.
Whoa, one more lap.
Final
everyone.
lap
30
for all
seconds
for
remaining.
almost
The
all the pilots
Milkman
out.
lap
Manny
5
is
in
on
third.
his lid. Doesn't look like he's going to get it back up in the air. So Milkman is trying to head after, get out there, get after that transfer position. Can he catch Mondo?
Alex FPV finished
Oh!
first.
Alex gonna take
Mondo
first. Mondo
finished in
taking second.
second.
Milkman
Mondo
so close
The
takes
Milkman
behind.
finished
Just
in
one
Mondo
point
puts up his
45.
PB
10
there with a
seconds remaining.
49.09 for 3 laps. Taking second place, crashing into the pits.
Finish your lap and then land. Manny himself lap 5 in fourth.
That's going to be Alex FPV and Mondo moving up in our winner's bracket. Milkman and Manny himself moving down
Yeah,
to that
so-
winner's bracket.
Ladies and gentlemen, we were under the understanding that these areas adjacent to the track were closed. It is not safe to be standing within 50 feet of the racetrack without a net in front of you. So the gentleman on the stage, I'm not your dad, but I'm just telling you that you do not have our permission to sit there. It's very, very dangerous. These drones are barely in control. And then the gentleman in the pink shirt, that is not a safe spot to be. That is a very dangerous spot, and we cannot be responsible for your safety if you choose to be in an area that is closed. So we want you to enjoy the racing here in the grandstands. The best seats in the house right here next to the track are in these blue seats directly to my left. And then behind us, all of the grandstands are open. We look forward to watching you fly.
Race over. Next up round 1 race 4, with Heads Up FPV on R1, Potato on R3, Charles Numbers on R6,
Going to our
Screecher
fourth
on
heat,
R8.
this is going to be Heads Up FPV, our TQ in this one, followed by Potato, Charles, and Screecher. Heads Up FPV, our TQ in this heat, also a 2-time DRL world champion. He's definitely good at the racing, that's for sure. Everyone just getting their weight and voltage checked, making sure everything is legal before we sit down and run this one.
Yeah, Heads Up FPV is not the only 2-time DRL world champion, but he is absolutely the only undefeated 2-time DRL world champion. So we are honored to have him here today. Absolutely one of the fastest pilots on the planet Earth, right here at the Illinois State Fair at the Grow Your Own Open. Here we go. These pilots are getting gridded up and situated, all put together, and we'll be racing here in probably 45 to 60 seconds, if I had to guess.
I'm alone in the dark, can I be where you are?
Looks like we got pilots in seats. Who we missing? Oh, Screecher's just sitting back.
Yep. Pilots, any objections here? All right, remember first and second move on in the winner's bracket. Third and fourth are jumping down to the consolation bracket. Pilots, arm your drones.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
And they're off. Oh, okay, we're going to have to...
Full shot heads of FPV
Oh, we might be fine.
4.97.
Sean, press the button again. We resume the race. Sorry about that if there was any confusion to the pilots, but we're still going to 6 laps.
Heads of FPV lap 1 in first. Potato lap 1 in second. Charles Numbers lap 1 in third. Screecher lap 1 in fourth.
Heads up out there, putting down PB times. He's got 14.83, 14.59. We've seen 13s out of him. But Potato, it gave him a 15.26.
Heads up FPV lap 3 in first.
Yeah, 3:14s for heads up. Absolutely out there on like 5 to 7 seconds ahead of Potato here.
Lap 3 and fourth. 60 seconds remaining.
See, Charles working on making his way into second place, but Potato is not slow. Like, that's going to be hard work if he wants to reel in Potato.
Lap 4 and third.
Yeah, Potato making his way back to the Gem Fan Stitch It Up section, bringing it around the flag to the blind gate, into the split S, and down our straight. We're going to see how far back Charles is right now. That is 1.5 seconds back for Charles. But this is the last lap. Can he make up all of that room on this final lap? He's definitely gaining on him. But not quite enough. Charles is going to finish that off in third place. Screecher in fourth.
0.78 seconds separated second and third place there.
10 seconds remaining. Screecher finished in fourth.
So that's the first 4 races. And now we're going to be moving into winners and losers brackets. So let's see. Let's generate some heats. So we had... Was it Propsicle and Grower that moved on?
Why does it not tell us?
Just go to rounds and you need to scoot over. It was Prop first, Grower second. And then race 3 we had Alex first, Mondo second. And then we just watched Heads Up and Potato move on, correct? So now you can copy and paste the feature heats.
All right, heat number 5 is going to be Russell AR, Dreams, Shames, and Fire Serpent. Russell AR, Dreams, Shame, and Fire.
What are you looking
Shames, and Fire Serpent. You are up now.
Yeah, race 5 is going to be Russell, Dreams, Shames, Fire Serpent. Race 6, we got Amari, A-Drone, Propsicle, then Grower. Race 7, we got the Milkman, Manny himself, Charles 55582, Screecher. And then race 8, we're looking for Alex FPV, Mondo, Heads Up, and Potato. Russell AR, you're going to be on race 1.
Why?
Guy says, Potato's looking pretty fast. I agree.
He's not wrong.
Ultronic says this audio is clipping.
I just turned it down.
Yeah, so let us know if the audio is better now on the live stream. Right now we're just hearing what's going on out here in the stadium.
Yeah, this morning we were struggling on the live stream. They kept saying, turn the voices up. All right, someone's not in there right for race 8. Alex FPV has, maybe he needs a space. Yeah, he's got a space. Alex FPV, yeah, so this race number 5, that's me. I'm up. All right. See you guys soon.
Good luck, Sean.
Pass it on to Casardo here.
No pilots quite in seats yet, but that's just how it goes with some pretty intense heats. after that last heat, we had a good bit of mid-air action, so I'm switching my props out.
Switching the old props out. There's plenty of props here from HQ Props. Zong has helped us out very much. We've got, what colors we got? Orange, we got yellow, black, and blue. I've been flying a lot of blue, so I've been trying to do the other colors just to feel special. Dreams, you are on.
Next up, round 1, race 5, with Russell AR on R1,
R3.
Dreams on R3, Shames on R6, Fire Serpent on R8.
Stories. Well, Shames is Heart of America's heart, if you will. He is the creator of Heart of America, FPV, and the whole team that everybody roots for. That Mondo's here, and everybody's excited for us to talk really loud. We're just doing some audio testing. I am not crazy, but as soon as Shames is back over here in a seat, we will get some racing started. We'd like to give everybody a good chance of getting their quads ready and getting comfortable before this race because it is important. There's a lot of money on the line, and we want to all do the best that we can possibly do.
Florian Coleman says, "Oh, hello, Evan. Hello from the internet." Florian Coleman, I think he's like Flo. Just waiting on Sean to make his way over. What?
Looks
Do we
like
have
they're
people
leaving.
driving onto the track?
I know. Shames is saying that he loves everything about drone racing right now.
Yeah. Okay, looks like we got our 4 pilots in seats. I'm waiting on Russell to have video, and then there we go. That's everybody with video. We're going to 6 laps, guys.
All right, gentlemen.
First race of the winners bracket?
Correct.
Yes. Or is this losers? Oh, this is losers bracket. Okay. You guys ready?
All right, we're going to get it started.
Arm your quads.
Yeah, it is losers.
Starting on the tone in less than 3.
You know, she says
And
less
they're
than
off.
3, but it feels more than 3.
Oh,
Shot
gosh.
Russell
Russell with the
4.8.
whole shot at 4.8. And what happened to Dreams?
Dreams is hanging out on the blocks, just checking out the sky.
Oh, no. Is he in turtle mode?
He's daydreaming. His props did arm a second ago, but yeah.
Fire Serpent lap
They
1
armed,
in
yeah.
first. Shames lap 1
Is
in
it because
second.
it's not level right now?
Russell AR lap 1 in third.
Do you have accelerometer turned on? Okay, but Sean in second, Russell AR in third, Fire Serpent in first currently.
Fire Serpent lap 2 in first. Russell
Yeah,
AR
right
lap
on top of
2
each
in
other.
second.
Russell and Shames are going to have to
Shames
start
lap
to
2 in
get
third.
a little smarter about passes. Russell gaining on Sean right now. Okay, Sean's taking things super tight. Make sure he keeps that space.
Fire Serpent lap 3 in first.
Oh, no.
Shames
Okay,
lap
Russell's
3 in
just doing some
second.
cacking. Oh, Russell goes
Seconds
down.
remaining.
Russell's on his lid. Shames is in the second place position.
Fire Serpent's out there just running his own race.
Yeah, he's got a PB of a 49.8 right now, and he's not letting up.
Fire Serpent lap
Sean
4
is,
in
oh,
first.
Sean's less than a second
Shames
back from
lap
first
4 in
place. Does he
second.
want it?
I
Is
think
he gonna
wants
risk it?
He's running a 47.9 or 47.4 today, so that's,
2 seconds
Russell
faster than
AR
Fire
lap
Serpent.
4 in
he's
third.
got the speed to do it if he wants it.
Fire Serpent
One lap
five
to
in
go
first.
for Fire Serpent.
30 seconds
One
remaining.
lap to go for Sean, and Russell
Shane's lap
AR
5
making
in
his way
second.
around on his 5th lap to finish that up. Oh, gets it wrong back there. Hits the fence. This is a loser's bracket
Oh my
race. Remember,
gosh.
top 2 move on, bottom 2 are going
Gosh,
down.
that was so close.
Fire Serpent
Oh,
finished in
gosh.
first.
He was behind
10
by
seconds
4.48.
That is a really close race right
That was a
there,
good
Sean.
race. Russell finishing it off. He did great. Russell was doing some
Finish
tight
your
turns
lap
I've
and
never
then
seen
land.
from before.
Russell AR finished in third.
Great flying, everybody.
Great.
Except for Dreams.
flying. We got our next set of pilots coming down. Who's in the next heat? Yeah.
Race
Dreams. If you set it flat, will it take off now? But we're looking for Amari, Adron,
Next
Propsicle,
up, round
Grower.
one, race
This is a
6,
winner's
with
bracket
Amari
heat.
on R1, A-Drone on R3, Propsicle on R6, NM Grower on R8.
Let's
Grower
look
coming
at how
from
this
the great
bracket
state
is
of
progressing.
Texas.
So we just watched Fire Serpent and Shames move on, then Dreams and Russell going home.
James, you almost had him on that straightaway.
Oh, yeah, it
You
is.
almost had him.
I'm supposed to know all the like secrets. Mine should be fast.
So here's our updated bracket. Shames and Fire Serpent moving to race 9.
You and Fire Serpent were literally on that last corkscrew together. Like it was, you were dropping in, he just left out of it a little second before you. Yeah.
Davo says, "Who let old dreams in?"
Oh, jeez. All right.
He didn't
everybody
even
take
get
it
to
easy on
fly.
Dreams.
That's
Take
kind
it
of
easy.
rough. Kind of rough.
Take it easy.
Hey, but the weekend's not over.
But yeah, did anybody make use of the sim station?
I'm still waiting for Sean to.
I looked at it. It's still actually booting up Velocitron.
Okay. Well, we had a sim set up, and we built this track in the simulator. So if you ever want to fly one of these tracks, you can download Velocidrone, and you can build these tracks, fly exactly like you would in real life. No goggles needed. You just need a transmitter plugged in via USB, and then you can fly this track. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, take a look at that. There's your Grow Our Own tower, bringing it down to the low gate, back to the Gem Fan Stitch It Up section, around the flag to the blind gate, over and down the straight.
Who flew these lines on the sim for us?
This is me.
This is
I'm
you?
flying, yeah. I should fly like this in real life. So, channels, Amari R1, A-Drone R3, Propsicle R6, and Grower R8. Yeah.
If you're in the side-by-side that's sitting on the side of the track, we're going to have to ask you to move.
Yeah, that's like
because
the worst place to sit.
we don't want to see you get hit with a drone.
Somebody run out there if you're
He's got
available.
it. He's got it.
Oh, he's moving. Thank you, sir.
Love you, love you. Ooh, nice.
What was that sound? Somebody
Little
taking some
semi-truck.
oxygen over there?
Yeah. All right. Crunchy motors are good.
A-Drone, you're R3.
Yeah, R3 for A-Drone, R8.
Pilot's getting situated.
Grower.
Fine in their channels. Pilots, can you guys give me thumbs when you're ready? Can I get a
2, 3.
cack? Can you guys say cack? Real quick? Oh, that was so enthusiastic. Ready? We're going to go on the tone. The side-by-side is clear. Track looks good. Send them off, Casey.
All right, listen, lady.
Stand down and arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
Oh, this is going to be a good heat. Grower, Adrian, Amari, Propsicle. Flo
Full shot
says,
Amari,
you sure this
4.76.
heat isn't a finale? I mean,
Oh my gosh, look
This
at them
top 16 is
packed
nuts.
up, literally 2 feet away from each quad.
yeah, we're going to see some, carnage between Propsicle and Adrone.
Popsicle gets the worst part of
is
it.
trying to, does
Amari lap
Propsicle
one
not
in
have
first.
turtle mode turned on?
He's got
NM
it.
Grower lap 1 in second. A-Drone
I don't know
lap
if you
1
can
in
set up
third.
turtle mode in OSD. That's unfortunate. Propsicle, I feel like
Amari lap 2
this has
in
happened
first.
enough times. Hey, it's winner's bracket.
NM Grower lap 2 in second. A-Drone lap 2 in third.
Holy cow, look at the tornado of dust right now.
Yeah. There's some wind coming through. We have Grower in second, Adrone third. Adrone's trying to
Amari
make
lap
up
3
for
in
some
first.
distance after he had that midair with Propsicle.
NM
Yeah,
Grower
A-Drone's
lap 3 in second. A-Drone lap
Grower
3
takes
Oh,
it into
Grower
the-
has a little bit of a bobble. He's on the ground. That's
He's
going to
up.
let Adrone make up some space. He hits again.
Oh no.
Oh, no, that's a
Amari
metal
lap
fence.
4 in
Oh,
first.
he's
so
up.
good.
Where was he?
I don't know.
A-Drone lap 4 in second.
You're going to have to tell us. But yeah, you got some room to make up now.
NM Grower lap 4 in
Adron's
third.
making his way down to the
Amari
back
lap
section,
5 in
around the
first.
flag, through the blind gate, over the split S. Amari finishing off his final lap into that
30
back
seconds
section.
remaining. A-Drone lap 5 in second.
There's so much that happened that heat to keep track of.
Adrian needs to stay in
NM
here if he's
Grower
going to
lap
want
5
to
and
clutch
third.
this.
Amari finished in first.
Flo says, "What's the track
Adrian
name in
finished in
Velocidrone?" Just look up
10
Mondo,
seconds remaining.
or just Mondo and Track Editor, and you'll find it. Yeah, Grower, you're
NM
finished
Grower
now.
finished in third.
Adrian, you're already done. We had Amari in first, Adrian in second.
Finish your
Grower,
lap
what
and
a
then
tough
land.
break that was.
Yeah, I don't know how he even got out of there.
Yeah, you were in between that fence and the wall.
So
And it
Propsicle
was
and
tight
Grower
there.
moving down to the losers bracket. Next, we're looking for the Milkman on R1, Manny himself on R3, Charles 55582 on R6, and Screecher on R8.
Wow, wow, wow.
Race over. Next up, round 1, race 7, with the Milkman on R1, Manny himself on R3, Charles Numbers on R6, Screecher on R8.
Screecher's making his way out. Say hi to the camera, Screecher.
Screecher, Screecher, Screecher.
One
Say
of our
hi.
younger pilots. He's out here throwing hands, though. Where do you reside? Ohio? Yep, coming all the way from Ohio out here to Springfield, Illinois for the State Fair.
And
There's
5.
Charles coming all the way up from Tennessee. Grower from Texas. Adrone from Memphis. There we go. Manny himself. Where are you coming from, Manny? Florida? Atlanta.
Georgia. Mondo just assumes people are from different parts of the country that he's known for
Hey.
a long time.
I was 9 out of 10 right there.
All right, we'll see you, Mondo.
Okay, we got
Shames is
some
on the
track
course.
repairs going on, but by the time these pilots are ready, we'll probably be ready. Say some thank yous to our sponsors. We got GemFan, we got HD0. We had one pilot running HD0 today. I don't think he made it in the top 16. We got HQ Prop, providing all the prop. Every time you go to a Freedom Spec race, you get free propellers because we make everybody run the same prop. We think, why not just have them there so we don't have to worry about buying them.
It's kind of really ruining racing in any other way because when you go to a race that doesn't provide props, it's
kind of
you
rough.
don't even know how to act anymore.
You gotta bend them back, like bite them with your teeth.
Yeah, I remember how we used to run whole days on a single set of props. Blowing up at the hub, they did. No, these props are pretty much the best props you can get. So I mean, you could really bend them back several times, and they still fly amazing. You can't say that for all props, but definitely HQ is just some great plastics. We're gonna get these pilots in their seats, get their thumbs up in the air. Sean looks like he's making his way back from the excellent gate repair. He's always doing the extra mile for us here. I'll tell you, you're going to be on R3.
R3.
For
Charles
this
on
entire
R6.
race.
Screechers on R8.
Everybody looks
Beautiful day.
confident. I don't see one nervous
Well, we're starting to
person.
get some wind out here, so your lines are going to be changing a little bit.
Yeah,
The wind's going that way.
the grower tower is kind of doing the stanky leg right now, so it's going to see some different changes as people are going to try to S around it as quickly as possible.
Our 4 pilots look to be sat down. Goggles down. Yep. Okay, so if I can get 4 thumbs, we're going to send you. Yep, that was a hesitant thumb from Charles, but I think he's good. Okay, that was more authoritative. Let's go. We're going to go on the tone.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
Who's going to get the whole shot? I'm saying it's the Milkman.
Shot the
Oh!
Milkman 4.82.
Manny's got a fast
Oh,
quad. He
Milkman
passed
gets
2
a bobble.
people in
That's
the
going to
straight.
put him in the second place position as somebody else moves ahead of him. I'm going to say that it's probably the Screecher that actually made that pass.
Oh,
my
no!
gosh.
Milkman went for the pass at the worst time.
The Milkman literally ran into the bottom of that quad.
Screecher lap 1 in first.
He can make it
Manny
up. Though.
himself
Sitting
lap
in
1
4th
in
right
second.
now.
Yeah,
Screecher out there in
Lap
first
1
because
in
he
third.
had the cleanest run.
The
So if
Milkman
Screecher can
lap
just
1
keep
in
it
fourth.
smooth, he can definitely take home one of the moving on positions.
The person to watch right now is going to be the Milkman. He's in the 4th place position, but he is
Screecher lap
really
2 in first.
grinding it out to see if he
Manning
can make
himself
up this,
lap 2 in second.
this lost ground that he
Charles
had whenever
numbers
he
lap
crashed.
2 in third.
Yeah, Charles in second now.
The
Is
Milkman
it
lap
Charles?
2 in fourth.
Manny himself and Charles are literally stereo vision. They're neck and
Charles
neck.
numbers lap 3 in first. 60 seconds remaining.
Oh,
The
wow.
Milkman lap 3 in fourth.
Are we still in first with No, Charles got passed by Manny himself.
Manny himself
himself
is
lap
really
4 in first.
changing
He's
it
out
up.
there.
Charles numbers lap 4 in second. Screecher lap 4 in third.
Manny himself in the 1st place position. Let's see if he can hold it. He's got somebody
The
right on his
Milkman
tail.
lap 4 in fourth. 30 seconds remaining.
Okay, one lap to
Manny
go for
himself
Manny,
lap
one
5
lap
in
to go
first.
for Charles.
Charles numbers
We got
lap
one
5
lap to
in
go for
second.
Screecher.
Screecher lap
Charles
5 in
and
third.
Manny are literally a half a gate away from each other. If Charles pushes a little bit harder, he'll be able to make it into the 1st place
Milkman
position,
lap
but I
5
don't
in
think
third.
Manny wants it.
Yeah. And
Manny
Manny in first,
Oh!
Charles in second. Only 0.19
seconds
seconds
remaining.
behind.
0.19
finished in
seconds
third.
separation from 1st and 2nd, ladies and gentlemen. That is crazy how close this racing is.
Finish
Manny
your lap
is
and then
not
land.
stopping.
The Milkman finished in fourth.
Let's go. Let's go. I love it. He is going to fly it till it dies.
Yeah. Great racing, guys.
Good job, Manny. That was
Race
amazing.
over.
Charles, you were right there, dude.
I don't even know where my phone is.
There was no room for error there for him, and he gave you 0. Excellent racing, everybody. Excellent, excellent racing. Are we just going to do the next button, or is it not set up like that because it's brackets?
It is. I'm up next.
Next
Yeah, yeah,
up,
yeah.
round 1, race 8, with Alex FPV on R1, Mondo on R3, Heads Up FPV on R6, Potato on R8.
Boy, oh boy, it's like musical chairs here. Sean Ames back in the commentator booth. We're going to work on getting these next heats set up. So, looks like that was heat number 7. Heat number 8 is going to be Alex FPV, Mondo, Heads Up, and Potato, followed by Shames, Fire Serpent, Propsicle, and Grower. Oh man, that's a bunch of hitters too. It is the race that keeps on giving. Holy bananas. Wow, gosh, every race at this point. Once you get past the first round of eliminations, it's like every single race is just filled with absolute hitters. Monsters.
You guys bring out the best of the best in the racing here.
As Joe Rogan would say, they're killers. They're killing it.
We need to have the same reactions that Joe Rogan does whenever somebody gets knocked out in the UFC.
Yeah.
Just grabbing each other. Oh my God.
But we're having a good time here. Let's see, just doing a little bit of administration while they're getting set up. So that one was Manny and Charles. Big upset for Milkman, who's one of the fastest pilots at this event. Absolutely, for sure. Unfortunately, in that one, he went down and found himself in a rough spot there. So that is a loss for him. And that is, wow, was that a first loss or a second loss? Was that a loser's round or a winner's round? That was a loser's round. So the Milkman upset and out. I don't know that he's actually upset, but that was an
he is
upset.
out.
The fact that he's no longer in this race is absolutely an upset. So rolling into race number 8 with Alex FPV, Mondo, Heads Up, and Potato. This is a winner's bracket round. So the bottom 2 in this heat will be moving into the consolation bracket. But the way our double elimination bracket works is as long as you're still racing, you're still alive. So anyone you see racing here so far is still in it with a chance to take the dub on the day. Yeah, let's look at the channels real quick. Alex FPV on race band 1, Mondo on race band 3, Heads Up FPV on race band 6, and Potato on race band 8. Trackside. Oh, that's that button. Mondo is literally running the live stream.
While racing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, buddy. Casardo, what was your impressions of this track? Did you enjoy it?
Oh, absolutely. I didn't get a whole lot of time to check out the sim, but whenever I came here and seen how narrow and simplistic it was pretty easy to gather, and I was having fun on lap 1.
All right. Well, game on. It looks like all the pilots are situated. Any objections here? Racing to 6 laps. Literally some of the fastest in the world right here in race number 8. Pilots, arm your drones.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
All right, watching this whole shot. Who's going to take it? Is it going to be Heads Up FPV, one of the fastest in the world?
Whole shot, Alex FPV.
Alex FPV sneaks in there with a 4.74. Heads Up makes some contact, so he's going to find himself working from the back. Fishing pole engaged and hits a gate. So struggle bus time right now for Heads Up FPV, but we are watching Alex way out in first, onto his second lap. Potato in second, and Mondo had a bit of a bobble, but he's coming across onto lap number 2. 6 laps here, so there's still a lot of racing to go. Heads Up managed to get ahead of Mondo still in that first lap, so they're coming across. Alex FPV already onto his second lap. Heads Up reeling now, absolutely pulling on Potato, who is out in front in that second spot. Remember, second and third place is what we really have to watch here. Who's going to take it and stay in the winner's bracket?
Alex.
Who's going to move down?
Alex is in a lead of his own. Potato just had a bobble, so that's definitely going to give Heads Up the pass right there. If Heads Up makes the pass, he's now reeling. He's reeling in Alex, but I don't think that he's going to catch up to Alex. Alex is literally all by himself. Mondo and Potato, though, could switch positions. We'll see.
Now, just to put a little bit of context here, Heads Up FPV and Alex FPV were literally number 1 and 2 on NBC this last year in the Drone Racing League. These are the 2 fastest spec racers on planet Earth. And here we are watching them in the race.
Alex gets a bobble there. That's going to give Heads Up a little breathing room.
Yeah,
Looks
but
like
they know how to do this.
Only 2 gates behind Alex FPV.
They're going to shake and bake all the way in here. They are out on 3 and 4.
Oh my gosh, they're neck and neck on the straightaway. Oh my gosh! Heads Up is crazy right now.
Finished in third.
How is that even possible?
That race was decided first and second by 0.07 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
70 milliseconds.
The farthest reel in. He went from fourth place, way in the back, to first place.
If you were flying DJI right there, you would have thought you won. That's how many. That's how close it was. That was bananas. 70 milliseconds. I just can't. I'm thinking back to what's the movie Talladega Nights. You know, obviously who's the guys in Talladega Nights?
Ricky Bobby and
then is it Carl?
Cole or Cal?
Cal. Yeah, it's Cal. That's right. I was thinking, like, in that heat, I could hear Cal saying, "Would you think maybe one time I could win one?"
Yeah.
And then Ricky Bobby's like, "Well, that means I wouldn't win."
Yeah, we can't do that.
And so that's what Heads Up did right there. Is Alex is like, "Do you think maybe this time I could win this one?" And Heads Up is like, "Well, that means I can't win."
Yeah.
No, I think we're going to see a lot more phenomenal racing just like that one in the heats to come. Wow, what a one to watch. Mondo and Potato moving up into the consolation bracket.
Next up, round 1, race
we are
9.
moving,
with Shames on
moving.
R1, Fire Serpent on
I'm
R3,
in this heat.
Propsicle
James,
on R6.
good luck, sir. Good luck.
Thank
It's
you.
only going to get harder from here on out.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's already impossible. So how much harder can it get? Yeah, buddy.
Wow,
So,
I cannot believe that last race with Heads Up doing that. I mean,
absolutely.
Alex gave it to him, though. He had the bobble, and that was everything that Heads Up needed, and he used every inch of this track to catch that first place win.
Yes, he did. So looking ahead, race number 10 is going to be Manny himself on race band 1, Charles Numbers on race band 3, Mondo on race band 6, and Potato on race band 8. Race number 11 is going to be Amari, Adrone, Alex, and Heads Up. Yeah, yep. So I'm just pasting those suckers in. And here we go. So race number 9, myself included. All right, we'll be out there in a sec.
Race 1 for Shames, R3 for Fire Serpent, R6 for Propsicle, and R8 for NM Grower. NM Grower is coming out of Texas.
That was a little rough heat. Like, I don't know if you can see this.
Is this Evan's squad?
Yeah, this is mine. His had a bent prop too. So
Yeah.
but he's like, it felt like it had
If you don't know, a bent prop can definitely slow you down and make your turns a little bit less sharp, if you will. And when you get those mushy turns, you start blowing out turns and not being as tight as you need to, and not having that just raw thrust when in the straightaways that everybody else has with perfectly straight props. So it speaks a lot for Heads Up to have a bent prop and still have done what he did in that last race. Amazing flying. Amazing, amazing flying. Shames is making sure that his quad didn't eat anything since he last flown it, making sure it's matching the weight requirements of this spec race because, oh, you picking up vaping now, Propsicle? It's a bad habit, all right? Chief likes his vapes. I love that ride over there in the back that's got the blue and the orange. I don't know what it is, but it looks really dangerous, and I want to ride it. If you guys didn't know, we're at a fair, and there's all kinds of stuff going on. There's animal judges and all kinds of stuff. I saw some sheep getting sheared, if that's what you say. They really looked like they were liking it, too. They were, like, smiling and grinning. Good old sheeps. I want to ride that gondola too. Have you rode the gondola yet? They have a gondola that goes around this place, and you're like up on little wires, kind of like you're on a ski lift.
I got here at 5:30 a.m. to set up this track, and then the only thing I've seen so far is a little horse and carriage go by, and I've seen nothing else the state fair has to offer. So after this, after we pack it all up, I'll get to see what's going on out here.
Well, you'll have plenty of time because we're going to be done and out of here by 4 o'clock. So plenty of daylight to burn after that. Looks like turkey legs as far as the eye can see. Corn dogs by the handful. Everybody's sitting in their seats with thumbs in the air. So I'm going to stop talking about corn dogs and get you guys on this race. Listen to the lady.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
And they're off.
Who's going to have that hole shot? I think it's going to be Shames.
Yeah, it looks
Hole
like.
shot,
Oh,
Propsicle.
Propsicle, 4.68. Shames 5.27. NM Grower close behind with a 5.33. Oh, Fire Serpent was in the mix. He had a 5.11.
Yeah, they were all really tight there. NM Grower gets a little bit
Fire
wrong.
Serpent gets it wrong. That's going to
Propsicle
give
lap
Shames
one in
second
first.
place.
That makes the third and fourth spot. NM Grower.
That moves NM Grower to third.
Yeah.
So NM Grower is going to be battling with
Fire Serpent
Shames
lap
again
one
if he
and
wants
fourth.
that transfer position.
And he does, so he will
Because
push.
is this a loser's bracket race? Yes.
Propsicle lap 2 in
So
first.
top 2 move on, bottom 2 go home.
Shames lap 2 in second.
Do or die right now.
NM Grower lap 2 in third. Fire
Excellent
Serpent lap 2
pre-turns
in
by
fourth.
everybody. I love them.
Sean
entering
Ames
that
down
grower
into
gate.
the Gem Fan Stitch It Up section, around the flag, into the blind
Propsicle
gate.
lap
NM
3
Grower
in first.
close behind, going into the split ass right now, down to straight.
Shames lap
He's
3 in
about
second.
1.14
Grower
seconds
lap
behind
3
Sean
in
Ames.
third.
Can he make up that space?
60
James just hit a
seconds.
16.4. Grower's running with 2:15.9s in a
Propsicle
row.
lap 4 in first.
Shames is going to hold him up.
Oh, Shames bobbles. That puts Grower into second place.
NM
Second
Grower
place.
lap
2 more
4 in
laps to
second.
go for these two.
Shames lap 4 in third.
Can Shames reel in
Fire
Grower before
Serpent
it's
lap
all
4
over?
in fourth.
Yeah, Grower into the back second. And then
Propsicle lap
Shames
5
back
in
there.
first.
Oh, Shames gets it wrong again. Grower bringing around the split S. 1 more lap to go after he goes through this timing gate.
Grower
And then
just needs
Grower
to
lap
maintain
5
his
in second.
position.
And Propsicle's already
play safe.
wrapping up his
remaining.
run right here. He's going to have 1
Fire
split S
Serpent
left to
lap
go,
5
and then
in third.
Propsicle's done.
Shames lap 5
In first place. Let's see who gets
Propsicle
second.
finished
NM Grower
in
bringing
first.
around blind gate. Split S.
Straight away, second place
And
in
then
NM
second.
Grower.
Sean Ames close behind.
Shames finished in third. 10 seconds remaining.
Great flying
Fire Serpent
pilots.
finished in fourth.
We got some clapping going for you guys. Great flying Propsicle, great flying
Finish your
Sean
lap
and Fire
then
Serpent.
land.
Sorry to see you guys
Race
go.
over.
Oh, I'm back up. Looks like Manny himself, Charles
Next up, round
55582,
with Manny
Potato,
himself on
and
R1.
Mondo are going to be
Charles
making their
numbers
way
on
up
R3.
next. Manny,
Mondo
you're going to be on
on
R1.
R6.
Charles,
Potato
you're on
on R8.
R3. I'm on R6, and Potato is on R8.
Man, this is some crazy racing. You see pilots that are so good going down so early, and that just shows that the stacked pilots that we have here is just next level. I mean, literally the best in the world are here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, they're literally the best of the best of the best are here, and it shows because everybody here deserves wins, but nobody's gonna just get it handed to them. These guys are fighting it out for $5,000, and friends are friends, but money is pretty nice in this hobby because it'll nickel and dime you. So when you can make some money off of going to one of these races, it is crucial. I hope the best for everybody in this heat right now. If I were to root on anybody, it would definitely be my good friend Armando. I love all the other pilots in here, but me and him have been flying for a long time, and I'd always like to see him get as far as he can into the brackets and get a little bit of coinage back, make up for all the broken quads we've destroyed over the years. Got a great breeze. Can't complain about the weather whatsoever.
James, what do you think?
Oh, buddy. NM Grower gave it to me again. Put out of the race twice. From one of my best friends in this game, NM Grower, and it was a great race, though. I had him for a while, had a bobble, clipped a few gates, and that was enough for him to take advantage and move into that second place spot. He earned it. Did not give it to him. The guy was going fast, pulling up 15s, and I just didn't have enough in the tank after mistakes to catch him. So under pressure, NM Grower takes it from me today.
He deserved it.
Absolutely.
You deserved it. It was just a thing of bobbles and.
Hey, someone's got to be third sometimes.
Well, excellent flying nonetheless. We're going to get these pilots up in the air and see who's going to be. Is this a winner's bracket or is this a loser's bracket? Is it a loser's bracket? So two of you will not be hanging out with us anymore after this race.
Yeah, Manny, you were on race van 1.
Not to put any pressure on any of you, but I want you to know
8.
that you have to put up or
Charles
shut up
on
here.
3 and Mondo on 6. They're probably working on getting switched. So Manny himself on race band 1, Charles on race band 3, Mondo on race band 6, and Potato on race band 8. Mondo, do you have video on race band 6? We are not getting you, so you... Oh, there you go. Yep, good deal. Manny himself, you probably saw flying on the Drone Racing League on NBC this last season. The Algorand 13th pilot showed up and took the podium on his very first race. He's looking for one of those types of finishes here tonight. Pilots, do we have any objections to video? Okay, 1 sec. Charles doesn't even have his goggles on his head. I'm just trying to start this race. We're going to give him a sec, though. Thumb is in the air. Pilots, arm your quads. We're racing.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
Just one moment. Stand down, stand
and
down.
disarm. Race start canceled.
We got a little breeze going, and whenever they arm their quads, the wind catches them a little bit, and it
A little
causes
bit of
them to.
excitement. Manny himself falling off the table. Sometimes, depending on where it is in the sequence, if we have enough time to click the button, we try to. But sometimes we just run it, and that's kind of, you're bad. So if Manny false starts again, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about it. But here we go, pilots. Arm them up.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
All right, we're off. There they go. Who's going to take the whole shot?
Whole shot, Charles.
It's going to be
numbers
Charles, but
4.8.
Charles is going to
on
get
his lid.
mid-aired
He
right
was
after
ahead
that.
of Manny by 2/100ths of a second. So
He's back in it. It's not over.
Nope.
People can bobble. He can take first place. We saw Heads Up
Yeah.
do it just the 2 races ago. We can see anybody
Mondo
do the
lap
same
one
thing.
first.
I heard old Charles
Manny
talking
himself
some
lap
smack
one
with
in
Mondo,
second.
so he wants to try to beat
Potato
Mondo
lap
in this
one in
event.
third.
So This is the
Charles
race to
numbers
watch
lap
here.
1 and 4th.
If I were going to bet on anything, Mondo is going to not let that happen.
Nope, Mondo, after the first lap, was in first. Looks,
Mondo lap
He's still
2
in
and
first.
Yeah.
He just had a bobble,
Manny
so that's
himself
going to give
lap 2
second
and
place,
second.
which is Manny
Charles
himself,
numbers lap
a
2
little
and
chance
third.
to try to catch him up. But I
Potato
would say
lap
that
2 and
Manny
4.
himself is about 3 gates behind Armando right now. He does have his fish and pole engaged. He is trying to reel Mondo in to the best that he can.
I'm
Mondo
not sure he
lap 3
can
and
here.
first.
It's a good
Manny
gap, but
himself
Yeah,
like I
Mondo-
said,
in
one
second.
bobble out of Mondo, and it'll
60
be
seconds
bye-bye
remaining.
birdie for him. But that'll just put him
Potato
in the
lap
second
3
place
and third.
position. He just needs to maintain a smooth line, and he'll be able to take home this first place.
Now, Charles and Potato are two that you
Mondo lap
expected to
4 and
see
first.
as winners in this
Manny
heat.
himself
Manny
lap
really
4 and
showing up
second.
here to be in the second place
Potato
spot
lap
right now.
4 and third. Charles numbers lap 4 and 4th.
They're going really fast. They're racing
Mondo
really
lap
good.
5 and first.
Yeah, Mondo is out in
30
first.
seconds remaining.
Looks like he
Manny
is
himself
a
lap 5 and second.
few seconds
Potato
ahead
lap 5 and third.
of second place. Let's look
Charles
at that
numbers lap 5 and 4th.
transfer position. Potato is in third, coming across on this next lap. Let's see what the differential is.
Mondo
Not
finished in
much,
first.
but that is going to
Manny
shut
himself
it down.
finished in second.
Mondo takes the
10
W
seconds remaining.
with a PB of 49.01 for
numbers
3
finished
laps.
in fourth.
Manny himself puts up a not a PB, but he was able to pull in second place, just
Finish your
1.61
lap
seconds,
and
and
then
then
land.
Potato missed the transfer position by 1.1 seconds.
Manny likes flying.
Unfortunately,
We need to ring a bell in his ear.
Mondo takes it over Charles. Mondo won the battle, but tomorrow and Sunday we'll see if Charles can win the war here.
Mondo really, you could tell
Race
after
over.
he got into the lead with a little bit of
Next up,
comfortability,
round
he
1,
kind of
race 11.
backed off a little
Amari
bit
on
and didn't
R1,
push himself as much. And I
Adrone
think
on
that was
R3,
super crucial
Alex
on his part
FPV on
because
R6,
you don't want to push
Heads up FPV
super
on
hard
R8.
whenever you have a large gap in front of the second place position. Otherwise, you could push yourself into a crash and ultimately wind up in fourth place.
Yep, so this one we're looking for Amari on race band 1, Adrone on race band 3, Alex FPV on race band 6, and Heads Up FPV on race band 8. Anything you want to say to Charles there?
Charles, I'm sorry about that, but I'm pretty sure you already knew I was faster. You said it. I'm just quoting you. But no, I'm pretty sure he got he had a midair, right? Let's see. Who are we waiting on? Oh, we're waiting on Amari, Adrone, Alex, and Heads Up. Should we show this track again to our spectators?
Let's look at the track. So we got Callie and Maddie out there ready to weigh and check some voltage on these drones. Where are we in the bracket
If you
here?
take a look from this drone view, I can show you exactly how this track works. For anybody just now joining us, from above you can see we have this little launch stand. That's our table, and then from there you're going to take off, go around the flag, and then you come straight down this straight. After that, you're looking for the timing gate, which if our drone will back up, yep, there you go, drone's moving. Just got to wait for it to reveal our timing gate.
Yeah, so we have 4
There it
more
is. So from the launch, our pilots go straight down the
Apparently
street
someone's
into our
drone was
timing
really
gate,
hot.
around the flag, and then we have our grow our own tower. They go in the right gate, bring it around, over to the left gate, wrap it around up, over the top, down to our low gate. Then from there, they proceed into our gem fan stitch it up section. They bring it up around the flag, drop down into that gate. They're going to do a 180 back there through
All right,
the
we
gate.
need to get this heat
They're
going in
looking
the
for
next
the flag
30
in,
seconds.
And then split S and down the straight. And then that's our track.
Sorry. I know, that's what I'm saying. They got to get ready.
I thought you were telling me to hurry up.
No, I was talking to them.
Hey, we're a great team. I haven't seen a show this good in a long time.
Casardo literally just said me and Mondo are so stupid.
Alex just asked Amari for a spot, but they're both flying. They're that good. They're flying V. That's two parts of the flying V. Do we have a third? Oh, we do. Oh, my gosh. We have the DRL flying V right now. Heads up Amari and Alex.
If you watched the Drone Racing League
And
on
then
NBC last year,
A-Drone's out here ready to just tear that flying V apart. He said, y'all have fun. He's going to sit it out. He's not even going to try. He's going to do his best. But I think A-Drone's got the pace.
3 of the top 4 pilots from the Drone Racing League on NBC this last season are in this heat. We're about to see some wild racing. Pilots, any objections? Arm them up.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
Nothing left to lose. I'm watching A-Drone here. He wants to
And
be the
they're
upsetter. Can he do it?
Oh, they're right on each other.
Yeah,
Every time we
quads
get
everywhere.
into this tower, we get so much carnage. A-Drone down. I don't know if he hit anybody. Everybody else is moving smooth. Looks like Amari's pretty far back in third right now. Heads up through, Alex through, then Amari. Amari about 1.6 seconds back from Alex FPV. Looking to make up that ground if he wants to move on in this heat. This is a winner's bracket, correct?
This is a winner's bracket round, yep.
So top 2 keep going in the winner's bracket. Bottom 2 move down to the loser's bracket. Nobody's going home in this race.
Amari lap 2 and 3rd.
But if you just look at their PBs, Heads Up's going to be about 3 seconds in the lead.
A-Drone lap 2 and 4th.
Oh, wow, that was one of the sickest Dunkaroos I've ever seen from Amari there. Absolutely inside of that flag.
Alex takes that tower so tight and fast. Into the Gem Fan Stitch It Up section, back around into the Split S. 2 more laps to go after this for Alex FPV. I love this 6-second or a 6-lap format. It's looking good.
Amari lap 4 and 3rd. Heads up FPV lap 5 and 1st. Alex
Yep,
FPV
onto their last lap.
and
Heads up
second.
and Alex. Amari making his way down.
Yeah, Amari's
There
had a
he
handful
is.
of bobbles here.
Onto
It's
his
just
final lap.
30 seconds
too
remaining.
much, too late.
Heads up FPV finished
Heads
in
up
first.
shuts it down. Here
Just
comes
like that,
Alex.
Alex FPV in second place.
Second. A-Drone
Amari's
lap
hitting
5 and
all of the
3
things.
seconds back.
Heads up gives us a quick woo.
Amari.
Amari finished in 3rd.
Great
10
flying,
seconds
guys.
remaining.
Alex gives us a bigger woo.
A-Drone finished in 4th.
So who's that? Heads up and
Not-
Alex
Lap
moving
and then
on.
land.
Not quite.
So race 12, we're looking for Propsicle Grower, Manny himself, and Mondo.
Race
That's
over.
going to be a heat. Sardo, you want to come over here and run this? Sardo, Casey Prater. He's talking
Now
to-
there are only 3 more race heats to go. However, our final race heat will be a format we call Chase the Ace. And so that race will run until one pilot wins twice. So that's what we're looking at here. But jumping ahead right now, race number 12. Propsicle on race band 1, NM Grower on race band 3, Manny himself on race band 6, and Armando on race band 8. Just doing some behind the scenes situation here, getting the pilots all pasted in. So far from that last heat, Heads Up FPV and Alex FPV have found their way all the way into the final race. The top 2 pilots from this heat will move into race number 13 and face Amari and A-Drone that we just saw racing in the previous heat. So just on the trail end of our final bracket today, it looks like we are into our top 8 pilots as it stands. And if I can look and see how the payouts work here, we'll see what kind of money difference we're talking about from the pilots that are in
Next up, round 1,
these
race
races.
12, with Propsicle on R1, NM Grower on R3, Manny himself on R6, Mondo on R8.
Let me tell you how it's gonna be. Yeah, make it clear to me that you care for me and I'm on the scene.
Yeah, as you can see, the pilots are out there getting their drones weighed, getting the voltage checked. Big time thank you to my favorite 2 teenagers in the world, Callie and Maddie Ames. They're my daughters. They're both FPV pilots. You guys better watch out in the next few years. They're coming for you. So last place in this heat is going home with $125. Seventh place or third place in this heat, 7th place overall, is going home with $225. And if you manage to be top 2, you're guaranteed at least $300. So this matters. All right. To our friend on the edge of the stage, we're going to need you to back on up there and get clear. We want to stay off of the news. Well, not all the news, but we don't want to be on the wrong kind of news tonight at 5. So, anyway, thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, pilots, how are we doing? Any objections? We're sending it. Consolation round. Oh, 1 sec. Goggles back on. Let me know when you're ready, Manny. All right, here we go.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
Now I'm watching NM Grower here. He's taking it from me in both of my race heats tonight that I lost. And he hits the timing gate, but he's still in the air. There was a lot of contact on that whole shot, but all the pilots are still in the air. So let's see how it kind of shakes out here. Mondo gets it wrong in the stitch it up section, I believe.
Propsicle lap 1 in first.
Propsicle now across. Manny in second. And a lot of racing to go here still in this heat. Looks like NM Grower in third, Mondo in fourth, playing catch up. NM's got a couple gates on Mondo.
Propsicle lap 2 in
but
first.
we want to look and see how far off of Manny himself is he in this heat. Manny had his best lap of the event with a 16 flat and a 16.07 to start off this heat. So he is not trying to go home yet. And NM Grower has a black screen. He is goggles up, and that's going to be the end of the road for him. It looks like he will finish in our 8th spot. I was rooting for you, Neil. Hardcore, buddy. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow. But in this race, we're still watching because we're watching Mondo try to reel Manny himself here. There's a pretty good separation, though. Manny's really flying the best heat that he's flown all day here, getting it right, whereas Mondo had a handful of bobbles, put up a 23-second lap. That's going to make it hard for him to catch up. Propsicle, though, is kind of out on him.
Mondo lap 5 in third.
Yeah, it looks like about half a lap is what Manny has on
finished in first.
Mondo, and there we go.
Manny himself finished
Manny
in second.
proving to all the haters why he is a professional drone racing pilot right here, right now, making it into the top 6 at the Freedom Spec Championship. There's a reason you're here, Manny, and we're happy to see you do well. Unfortunately, Mondo's going home with 225 buckaroos. Great racing out there. Now, Propsicle and Manny, you're back-to-back here. So you need to grab your drones and get right back up. We're racing again.
Race over.
This is the pressure section of the heat. We're going to do a little bit of administration, but we're working on getting that next heat up. Propsicle, Manny himself taking the dub. What do you want to say?
What do you want to say to all your fans out there after a 3rd place finish?
I gave it all I had. I want to thank all my sponsors, 533 HQ Prop, and and my beautiful and loving wife who lets me enjoy this hobby. Kate, wherever you are, I think you were watching, but I love you. But yeah, I think she found better things to do at the state fair than watch a drone race.
All right, so here we are kind of in the last part of this race, race number 13. This is the semifinal. The bottom two pilots in this heat will finish in 5th and 6th place. The top two make it to our grand final, where we will be battling in Chase the Ace form. But there's only one more thing I have to know, heads up. Top qualifier. I don't think you lost a round in the brackets. Are you taking Ironman?
Absolutely not.
No, we won't say what it means if you take Ironman, but let's just say we're not proud of you. We think your dad would be upset with you if you took Ironman. He wants to race.
I just like to fly.
Yep, so this heat, Propsicle Race Band 1, Manny himself Race Band 3, Amari Race Band 6, and A-Drone Race Band 8. Our final elimination round. Hey, you blame it on whatever you want. You can blame it on the rain.
Wow. Race 12, prop, Item Grower, Manny. Oh, wait. Race 13, prop, Manny, Amari, A-Drone. Oh, my goodness.
Man, you know, these drone races just would not even be remotely possible without phenomenal partners and sponsors like Grow Your Own, like Hanson Professional Services, like the Illinois State Fair. All the staff here has been incredibly accommodating. We're just so honored to have the opportunity to race here at the grandstands at the Illinois State Fair. You know, the families that came with all these drone racers today have been able to enjoy the phenomenal fair food, the rides, the entertainment, all the things that a beautiful state fair like Illinois is putting on here today have to offer. It's really a beautiful thing. So, yeah, what a day, what a day. So it looks like the pilots are getting weighed in and voltage checked. We should be racing in the next 30 seconds or so. Maybe someone is trying to get situated there with...
looking for Manny. I bet Manny's probably
they're
getting
looking
a new
for
battery.
Manny. Manny himself, you are up right now, my friend.
Changing props. All right, let's go and get everybody else checked and plugged in, though. Looks like Propsicle's on the... He's ready.
Big time thank you to the production crew for being very accommodating to us today. Unfortunately, like, it's very dangerous on the edge of the stage, and so they've been waiting for these moments in between heats to do the work that they have to do. We're so incredibly sorry that we're slowing you up at all, but we just really appreciate the work that you guys are doing out there.
I want to know what a pork burger, like, is that, do you see those over there? It's like a pork...
A pork burger?
That's what it said. Is I think A-Drone told me about it. What is it?
Is it like ground pork?
A pork
in
burger?
a patty? Or what is it?
No,
a pork sandwich.
Pork burger. Really?
Like smoked? You haven't had it?
Heard. All right.
Well, if you can't find me during cleanup, you'll know where I'm at. I will be cleaning the barbecue sauce off my face.
What? Oh, there's a ton of people over there.
All right, to the folks here on the infield, we're going to be starting this heat in about 30 seconds. And so to the guys underneath the Jumbotron there on the south side of the stage, we're going to need you to clear out of there. We're just trying to keep everybody safe here today, and that is definitely the danger zone. So unless you're Maverick, you're going to want to stay out of the danger zone. Yeah, Manny is on race band 3. I think, yeah,
Next up, round 1, race 13, with Propsicle on R1, Manny himself on R3, Amari on R6, A-Drone on R8.
Alrighty, if we could please have everyone retreat to a safe position on the infield there underneath the Jumbotron. If we could have you guys retreat to a safe spot where you're out of harm's way. Yes, please. Yep. We are just waiting on them to clear the buffer zone so that we can keep everybody safe, keep our insurance providers happy. All right, everyone is out of harm's way, it appears. Everyone but Dad Tato, but he is on his way. He is a combat photographer when it comes to drones, so he's been here before. All right, pilots, any objections? Arm them up.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
Oh, Manny had the wiggles on the line, trying to get this whole shot going absolutely full
shot,
stick.
Amari, 4.54.
Wow. Everyone in the 4s for the whole shot. It looks like Amari got the whole shot, currently still in the lead, with Propsicle trailing by microseconds.
Amari lap 1 in first.
Nanoseconds.
Propsicle lap 1 in second.
Still the same. So
Manny
we're running
himself,
Amari,
lap 1 in
Propsicle,
third.
Manny himself, and A-Drone. A little bit of contact there for somebody in the back. But coming across Dunkaroo on the final straight, looks
Amari
like
lap 2 in
Amari
first.
still out in the lead
Propsicle
on
lap 2
Propsicle,
in
not
second.
by much.
Oh.
14-second
Manny
lap,
himself, lap 2 in
15-second lap.
A-Drone
Manny
lap
himself
2
just
in
put up
fourth.
his fastest lap of the event with a 15.79. A-Drone running in the 4th position,
Amari
just
lap
trying
3
to
in
push
first.
forward. Fish and pole
Propsicle lap
engaged, and
3 in
he's
second.
out.
Manny himself.
Announcer
lap 3 in
curse
third.
put it to him there. Unfortunately, an end to the day for
60
Mr.
seconds
A-Drone. Flying phenomenal until that moment. Unfortunately,
Amari lap 4 in first.
Amari
Propsicle
still in
lap
first.
4 in
Him
second.
and Propsicle kind of pacing
Manny
each other
himself,
right
lap
now.
4 in third.
Water tanker literally driving on the racetrack right now.
Amari lap 5 in first.
But the race must
Propsicle
go
lap
on.
5 in second.
I'm not worried about a
Manny
drone
himself,
hurting that
lap
thing.
5 in
Luckily, it
third.
did not seem to come into play.
30 seconds remaining.
What a battle.
Wow, look at this.
Amari finished
First
in
for
first.
Amari, second for Prop. It's
Propsicle
over.
finished in second.
That was
Wow.
an absolute clinic
Manny
from both
himself finished in
Amari and Propsicle.
10 seconds
Propsicle
remaining.
behind just 0.8 seconds. Manny himself, you are done, my friend. Congratulations on a 5th place finish. Manny himself, 5th in the world today at the Freedom Spec Open at the Illinois State Fair. Brought to you by Grow Your Own and Hanson Professional Services. Really proud of you, man. That was incredible. That was incredible. You thought he was just a sim warrior. Today he showed up to show you that he knows how to race drones here. And that, my friends, takes us into the final race sequence. Yes. Sorry. Boy, oh boy. Holy cow. Holy guy. Armando's in there clicking buttons, making it possible. And let's take a look
Race
at
over.
race number 14.
So that's
You said-
how our double elimination bracket has kind of played out. Now we're looking at our finals. That Alex, Heads Up, Propsicle, and Amari. I mean, looking into this race, if I had to guess who our final 4 were going to be, it would have been those 4. Like, yeah, pretty safe bet on that one. But we definitely gave them a fight, right? I feel like we did. I'm pretty happy with my standing. What did I end up? 7th? 7th. And then who was ahead of me?
What's that? Not really. I'll look at it later. It's been going too fast to keep track of the finishing order. Yep. Too much math, but yeah, what a heat. So this heat features what is fondly known as the Flying V. That is 3 of the top 4 pilots from the Drone Racing League on NBC last season. Heads Up FPV, Alex FPV, and Amari.
But they might have one of the best contenders they've ever had to the Flying V.
Oh, absolutely. And
Propsicle might break it up.
yeah, and Propsicle is one of the very few Illinois pilots that made the top 16 today. Was he the only? Thank you.
I think you're right.
Yeah. So making Illinois proud today, literally joining the ranks of the fastest pilots in the world, is your very own Silas Propsicle Aaron. Give it up. I think I know who the grandstands is rooting for here. They're
There
like,
he is.
the Flying V who? I don't care about no Flying V. I'm here to watch one of our own from the great cornfields of Illinois,
6.
Propsicle.
There he is.
Coming all the way from Mount Vernon down south.
He's got the Birks and socks today. Illinois
Also,
boy.
our top qualifier, 2-time world champion, multiple-time multi-GP
Next up,
champion,
round 1, race
World Cup
14,
winner.
with
He's
Alex
literally
FPV
done it
on
all.
one.
Coming from
FPV on
Maryville,
Propsicle on
Tennessee.
R6.
Heads up, FPV. Will he do it? He didn't get the ovation that Propsicle did he? That's okay. Also reigning from the great state of Tennessee, from the middle part of the state, Woodbury, Tennessee, I believe. It's a little bit outside of Nashville. Our buddy, our friend, number 2 in the world from the Drone Racing League, Alex Campbell, FPV. And then finally, our good friend from the great state of Iowa. He knows a little something about cornfields in the Midwest. That is our friend Christian, also known as Amari. Give it up.
Heads up, R3, Alex, R1, Propsicle R6, and Amari R8. Well, you heard your name and your channel, didn't you? Okay. So, chase the ace. This race is not going to be over after this heat. Somebody has to win this exact heat twice. So we're going until we get somebody that gets first place 2 times.
Oh my goodness. What a day, what a day. Pilots are in their seats, settled. Any objections? All right, who's it going to be?
Just focus
Arm 'em
right
up.
there.
Arm your quads. Starting on the tone in less than 3.
All right, we're watching for the whole shot. Looks like
Whole
we've got a
shot on
clean
line
start here.
4.7.
This race will go on.
Yep. Heads up with a slight turnaround, putting them into what looks like 4th place right now.
Wow.
So Heads Up's got some work to do. Who are we in the lead with? We're about to find out. It looks
Amari lap
like
1 in first.
Amari in first place
Wow.
with a 14.5 second opener.
Alex FPV lap 1 in third.
It was his whole shot that did it for him because Propsicle actually had a faster lap that time, but Amari made it faster around that launch. But they are right on top of each other. You can see Amari
Everyone
right
on the
in
exact
Propsicle's
gate.
sights.
Propsicle lap 2 in second.
Oh, contact.
Oh,
FPV lap 2
contact.
in third.
Amari gets it wrong. Alex is way up in the air.
Oh, in the flag. Down.
Looks like that's Propsicle in first, Heads Up in
Propsicle lap 3
second.
in first.
Can Heads Up
FPV lap 3 in
take the
second.
lead on this one?
Alex FPV lap 3 in third. 60 seconts remaining.
Amari is down and out.
He's gaining on him. We got 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go.
FPV lap 4
Propsicle
in
making his
second.
way up. Oh, gets it wrong. That's Heads Up now in first
Alex
place.
FPV lap 4 in third.
A lot of bobbles in this heat. So anything, Heads Up gets it wrong right at the last gate there.
Propsicle
Looks
lap
like
5 in
Propsicle's now in
first.
first.
Trading
Heads
places.
Up FPV lap 5 in second. Alex FPV lap 5
Too
in
early
third.
to call, but this is their
10
last
seconds
lap.
remaining.
Let's see who comes around. Propsicle on the lead.
Propsicle
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Heads Up
Propsicle
FPV
says,
finished
"This
in
is my state."
Alex FPV finished in third.
Look at that. What was the
10
gap
seconds
on that one?
remaining.
0.21 seconds. Propsicle brings home the first ace. Can he do it again?
Propsicle, the only one that was able to keep it clean enough there
Finish your
to put
lap
up a
in
great
1
time,
round.
and there he is in the wind, and we're gonna do it again. Propsicle with the win, heads up FPV in second, Alex FPV in third, and Amari in fourth. We race until a pilot wins twice. This heat could go as many as 5 total races, so it's just a matter of time here. And these pilots are getting fresh batteries, maybe
the-
fresh props. It looks like Amari's looking for his drone.
With the
Trying-
position changes we had in that one, like anything
So
can
many.
happen.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
It was wild. For at least the first 3 laps, everyone was within 1 gate of one another. It was wild watching them come down the front straight, just absolutely pinned. Wow.
So I think we're going to have a little bit of downtime between heats. Looks like Amari's probably going to have to do some quad repairs or a quad change. What are you going to do, Amari? You're changing quads? Oh, he's changing props. Okay, so we're going to at least have the time needed to change some props. If you need a prop tool, one of the DeWalt's, got one.
All right.
Oh, yeah, if everybody wants to see the track, we can show you how
If
it
you guys are
looks
just tuning in,
on the Velocidrone simulator. So if you're watching with us, this is where the launch starts. This is where the timing gate is. And then they go around their first flag into our grow our own tower, bringing it down to the low gate, down to the Gem Fan Stitch It Up section.
now that looked like me and Grower's heat for a while.
Yeah.
Just like Grower right in front of my quad the entire time.
Right on top of each other. They just do that 5 more times. This is it's not typical to see a 6-lap race in drone racing. Usually batteries are lasting like maybe a minute. But out here we're doing a spec race, half the voltage that we normally run, just so we can slow down drone racing, make it easier to watch, tighten the field. And I think it's working out great. We're doing 6 laps. We're seeing a lot of action, seeing a lot of drones in view. It's kind of beautiful. But there's your track. And looks like our pilots are starting to make their way out. Chief testing a quad. We don't have no... Oh, yep, video's good. Evan making his way out. No turtle mode. You need it turned on right now? That's weird. I don't think I have a USB port. Yeah, we ain't leaving. So yeah, for anybody new to this is a spec race. So every pilot is running the same propellers. They're running the same motors. Everybody has to be at least 480 grams all up weight before they take off. So that's what they're checking over there. They're checking their weight, and then their battery has a maximum voltage they can charge it to. Because, yeah, you can pump as much voltage you want into a battery, and you can blow it up. But we're capping it at 4.35 volts just because that dictates your max RPM, because your RPM is based on the voltage you're supplying it. So we're keeping this as tight racing as possible. Everybody's on the same playing field. These quads are all going the same speed. Sometimes it comes a little bit down to aero. We put some aero kits on some of the quads, but it looks like all 3 of these quads are a little bit different, and they're still right on top of each other.
Oh, yeah.
They're actually all running the aero kit. What's that say about the aero kit?
They're running the cones?
They're running the top and the vortex cones, yeah.
Interesting.
I need a picture of that. Evan, can you get a picture of the final 4 quads? Thank you.
What a day, what a day,
Yeah,
what a day.
For anybody that's interested in 3D printing, we put all of these files available online, publicly available. You can print any of the parts you want for your drones.
You know, there's a reason why drone racing is such an incredible STEAM event and thing to participate in. People who really dive into drone racing get experience with 3D printing. You get experience with software and program. You get experience with soldering, electronics, literally flight dynamics of propellers. Like there's so many aspects of drone racing that it's really probably the broadest activity I personally can think of when it comes to something that is absolutely steam focused. And not only that, but we have the simulator, so that is a nice tie-in with esports. So pretty much every pilot in the top 16 here, more than likely they learn this track ahead of time on the simulator.
Yeah, that's one thing I tell a lot of parents if they have a kid that likes to just stay inside and play video games. This is a good way to get like that same experience for them, but take it outside, get them some sunlight, get them some social interaction. You can get social interaction in esports, but this is a whole different level. It's a whole community. We're all best buddies over here.
Absolutely, and it's rough sometimes because, for instance, today NM Grower put me out of the race twice. One of my best friends, we get to hang out online and communicate. He's a big part of this series and everything that we do in drone racing. He designs a lot of these tracks that we fly, and it's really a good friend. So, I guess we need to duplicate that race. Is that a button? Duplicate?
No, you can copy pilots.
Copy and paste it. Yeah. Add race.
How trackside looks. So yeah, our software we're using over here is called FPV Trackside. Really makes it easy for us to run a drone race like this. We just pipe the video feeds in, it does the rest.
Yeah, it's really nice the way that it incorporates all the different video feeds and pilot feeds. And this event, we even got the pilot photos working, so you can see what your favorite pilot looks like there.
Their mugshot.
Yep.
So, looks like we're going to be going off in about 45 seconds here. Can we get another round of applause for our first ace winner?
Yeah, he jumped up after that heat and said, "Not in my state."
Yes.
Is what he said. So I'm wondering what exactly these other pilots are thinking. I think they're thinking
Illinois proud.
Yeah, I think they're wanting to set Illinois down. So will Propsicle be able to keep it up here? It's really going to be a fun one to watch. I guarantee, the wild thing about this heat we're about ready to watch is any one of these four pilots is capable of winning. Who is going to be able to keep the board on the ground?
Was it heads up second? So what are the current? It was Silas, then Evan. Was it then Amari?
Let's see. Race 14 was.
Oh no, Alex in third. So Amari has a DNF. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, Amari went down. He got a lot of things wrong.
We're going to figure out the next three positions based on points.
Yep.
But we got to wait to see how many races this even takes.
Oh, yeah.
I can start putting the points in now. We have a spreadsheet for it. Radio.
Yeah, I got one for you. Let me pull mine out. Here, let Evan help you. He can fix it real quick. It's a 3-second thing.
We're getting a little bit of technical difficulties, guys.
And this is what's wonderful about this sport, too. So right now, our buddy Propsicle from Mount Vernon, Illinois, his radio controller started malfunctioning. World champion heads-up FPV. If it was just about the competition for him, he would say, "Man, Prop, sorry your radio's broke." But instead, he's got Propsicle's radio in his hand, and he's working on fixing it as we speak.
Okay, let me see it. Did you do it in inputs or mixer?
Getting it situated here. No one wants to win a race because your competitor's controller stopped working.
There you go.
We want to settle it on the track. So that is what's happening right as we speak. Now, this will be hard for Prop. If he has a bobble and has to disarm and rearm, it might be a little bit out of the normal for him. But if he has his way, I'm sure he's going to stay in the air the entire heat, so it won't matter. But, oh, buddy. A lot of great sponsors make drone racing possible today. We want to thank great sponsors like 533, Gym Fan, Radio Master, Orca, Foxier, HQ Props, Rush FPV, HD0, and I missing anybody?
Well, the
'Cause these
main
guys are
reason
awesome.
we're even here, the only reason we're even here, the best
Absolutely.
sponsor of the group, Grow Our Own and Hanson. Thank you for everything you did for us. Looks like our pilots are in their seats.
All right, so in this heat, with it being a Chase the Ace round, if Propsicle manages to win twice in a row here, it's over. He's your champion at the Grow Your Own Open. If any one of the 3 other pilots wins this heat, we're racing again. So are you guys ready to see if Propsicle can do it? All right, pilots, arm your quads.
Arm your quads.
Full shot is the timing
Starting
gate.
on the tone in less than 3.
Will it be a clean start? Who will get the whole shot?
Whole shot
And
Amari 4.
we're clean.
Everyone's clean.
Looks like Heads Up was playing a little safe there. Propsicle immediately goes
Oh,
down.
no.
Power is off. Oh, it's back on.
We're going at least 3 races.
Yeah, so this will be a hard one.
Alex FPV
If
lap 1
Propsicle
in
wants to
first.
win twice in a row, he's going to
Amari
have to do
lap 1
something
in
wild
second.
here and
Yeah.
play catch up because he is
Lap
way
1
in the
in
back.
third.
So we're out
Out
in
in
front,
front.
with
Propsicle
Alex
lap
second,
1
with
and fourth.
Amari, Evan in third. Look, Evan's had a couple bobbles back there.
Yeah, it looked like
Alex
Evan
FPV
took it
lap
easy
2
on the
in
whole
first.
shot.
And
Oh.
just
Lap
like
2 in
that.
second.
And Evan has found himself in some trash between the
Propsicle
wall and the
lap 2 in
fence.
third.
Back out on the track. Oh, no.
Alex FPV lap 3 in first. Amari lap 3 in second.
So at
Propsicle
this
lap
point,
3 in
Alex
third.
FPV is way out in front.
60 seconds
Let's see what the
remaining.
separation is between him and second place. It's a good bit.
Alex FPV
2
lap
more
4
laps
in
to
first.
go.
Amari lap 4 in
Bringing
second.
it down, back into our Gem Fan Stitch It
Propsicle
Up
lap 4 in
section.
third.
Yeah, so it's
Around
over
the
half a
flag,
lap.
FPV
into the
lap
split
2 in
S.
fourth.
1 more lap to go for Alex
Alex
FPV.
FPV lap 5 in first.
Alex put up his fastest lap of the event with a
Amari lap 5
14.7.
in second.
Not holding
Absolutely
back.
30
turning
seconds
on the
remaining.
go juice here.
Propsicle lap
Saying,
5 in
hey,
third.
Propsicle, you know, I might not be from
FPV
Tennessee,
lap
but
3
you're
in
about to
fourth.
learn a little something
Alex
about
FPV fifth.
Tennessee.
That's an ace for Alex FPV. Who's in second? Amari. That's going to switch up the points a bit.
Now, I couldn't pick out the particulars, but there was definitely some talking about my so-and-so state there.
10 seconds remaining.
Alex FPV from Woodbury, Tennessee says, Propsicle, we're going to have to give it a few more shots here. You're going to have to
Finish your
muscle
lap
up
and
and
then
win
land.
this sucker for real. So pilots, as fast as get these quadcopters.
Back on the track.
Yep.
I think Evan said he's going to be switching quads. His quad was being a
Race
little
over.
underpowered. I guess he's got an ESC problem.
Mm-hmm.
That is a prototype ESC. You got third. Evan got fourth. He was stuck. Yeah.
So these positions still matter, even though we're looking for the winner based on who wins twice. The rest of these positions absolutely matter because it's going to affect who gets second, third, and fourth place based on a point system. So essentially, you can think whoever gets the most amount of seconds or thirds or even firsts, they would end up in second, even if they're not the one that gets in the other way. But sounds like, oh, we got it.
We're still on time. We got 30 more minutes to wrap this up, and then we got to run out there and tear down
I
this
think we're in
track.
good shape. Now, to our drone racing friends, anyone that is willing to stick around and help us tear down afterwards would be incredible.
Yeah. So,
We have,
and we got a pro tip on getting the rebar out. So if we have some type of tool that we can grab the rebar with and twist it,
Really?
that's the best way to get out of the ground. So if anybody can find something we can grip the rebar with, before the base with the sludge, we
Yeah,
can
if
get
you
something to grab it with,
if
like
you
a
can
pipe
twist
wrench.
it kind of works it out. It seems like there's a tool for that.
Yep, we just need something.
Drone racing here at the Illinois State Fair. Boy, oh boy.
New quad? Good.
Heads Up's got a fresh
All right.
quad. Wow, what kind of jet is that? That sucker is fully cacked. So the pilots right now are just dusting off their quads, making sure the batteries are nice and charged up. The props are fresh.
Next up, round 1, race 16, with Alex FPV on R1, Heads Up FPV on R3, Propsicle on R6, Amari on R8.
No pilots making it out there yet. I guess we had a lot of carnage on that one. So Prop's probably gonna need some props. What happened to Amari in that one? He should be good to go. Yeah, we're just waiting on these pilots to get ready. Since they're going back to back, it's not something we typically do. Usually there's some downtime between heats, but these pilots got to get ready pretty quick.
I do notice when we provide free props, there tends to be more prop changes.
Way more prop changes.
Yep.
They clip a gate fabric. Oh no, can't have any marks on the prop. We can see Heads Up already down there, waiting, ready.
Yeah.
Getting in the zone. Probably putting on a Spotify playlist.
It's kind of rough. Like, these pilots, once they start finals with a specific drone, they don't always want to change from that drone unless there's a problem. And Heads Up, that last time was not happy with the way his drone was flying, so he's got a new one he's going to whip out now. Guarantee it's going to be a ton faster, so we're looking forward to seeing how he does in this heat. These other pilots, so we're probably scared to try to fly a different drone. I am. I'm typically, man, I don't want to try something new here. And so they're putting fresh props on the drone they've been flying and making sure that it's all situated. So
got some spectators over here. So Jordal says, you think it'll be 4 heats? Yeah, I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised. But we have 2 aces. So if Silas wins, we're done. If Alex wins, we're done. If Heads Up or Amari wins, we're going again. Yeah, Zombie says 5 races max. You are correct. Under the Radar is rooting for Heads Up. He says, time for Heads Up to get an ace. And we have people joining in from Facebook and YouTube. We're also streaming on illinois.gov. Has anybody got eyes on our other 3 pilots? What's going on? We need a pit cam. That's the one thing I didn't think of. We could have a whiteboard down there. They can write why they're taking forever. We can take a look at the drone track from above. Thanks to our Skycam brought to us by Captain Vanover. He's really good at flying these DJI drones. He used to be a drone racer, but he doesn't really have the time to practice anymore, so he just comes out and he takes the drone up, gets us some good aerial footage. But yeah, 300 by 80 feet, that was our limitation on this drone track, and I feel like we made the most of it. We're really getting some straights in there. Seeing a lot of action in everybody's FPV cam. It's not every day in a drone race you get to see like 2 or 3 drones right in somebody's face. Oh, okay, now pilots are walking out. Alex coming down, Silas. Those are our 2 ace holders, and we got Amari sniffing down his own ace. Yeah, Amari's got what it takes, but I don't think we've seen the Flying V show up yet. Propsicle's kind of showing them they can't really keep them back. The Flying V typically is Amari, Alex FPV, and Heads Up, kind of just out in the lead, taking turns holding that point position, but kind of like a screen for anybody else so they can't get one of the podium positions. But today, Silas proved it wrong first heat. Coming out here, Illinois proud, saying, this is my state. We're going to be ready to go here. So Grower has a pretty good idea back here, so that we can have some action going on during this downtime. He's saying that semifinals, or I guess 5th through 8th, should have to race for actual positions, while these guys race through for 1 through 4. I could see that being cool, but we have all 4 pilots in the seats. I'm going to say, hey guys, you guys ready to go? Can I get some thumbs? One little puff for Alex FPV there. He's ready. Hey guys, we're going to go on the tone.
Arm your quads.
Full shot rolls of the timing
Starting
gate.
on the tone in less than 3.
Oh, we are off. Who's going to take the whole shot?
Whole shot.
Oh no,
on
Propsicle had a
4.71.
bit of some sort of bobble, and he did not make it on pace. So he's got some catch up to do if he wants to get that second ace. Right now, it is Amari, Alex. Let's see, this is lap number 2.
Amari lap 1 in first.
Wow, could we
Alex
have a
FPV
third
lap 1
ace
in
in
second.
Amari? Alex, though,
Heads up
is
FPV
right
lap
on
1 in
top of
third.
him, about a half of a late
Propsicle lap 1 in
Gates length
fourth.
behind. Heads up.
What is this separation?
Wow.
See, Amari threw with a 14.8. Alex threw with a 14.4, meaning he's
lap 2
gaining
in
on him.
second.
Absolutely.
Heads up FPV
Pretty
lap
sure he
2
took
in
the
third.
pass right there.
Propsicle
He
lap
did. You
2
can
in
see
fourth.
Alex FPV and Amari's feed. Evan on his lid.
Wow.
Propsicle back
Alex
there in
FPV
4th.
lap 3 in
Oh,
first.
Evan.
Amari lap 3 in second.
Heads up squad is angry,
lap 3
but
in third.
Alex now is in
Heads up
first.
FPV lap 3
We
in
might
fourth.
see 2 aces for Alex
60
here if he can hold it
seconds
together
remaining.
for these last 3.
He's
Last
got
2
about
to
a
go.
half a
2
gate
laps
on
to go
Amari.
for Alex FPV.
Amari lap
Will he
4
be
in
your
second.
Chase the Ace champion?
Amari
He's going
right
hard.
on his tail,
I hear
though.
the audience screaming for him right now. If he wins this heat, he's going to shut it down, and that's it for Propsicle. Can he do it? How many laps to go?
Alex FPV lap
One more
5 in
lap to
first.
go.
Amari lap
With a
5 in second.
0.85 second separation between
Propsicle lap
second and
5 in
first
Amari is
place.
pushing, though. Amari is right on top of him now. They got to go.
It's do or die. Do or die.
Yep. Last
Gets it wrong.
champion,
Alex FPV. Oh, first place.
Second. Amari
gets it.
Heads up
Alex FPV.
in fourth.
Shut it down. Amari, though, was absolutely... Woo! Just brought a little bit of Tennessee here to the winner's circle. Alex
Was that,
Finish your lap and then
is that
land.
3 or 4
FPV.
races?
Race over.
3 races. So it goes Alex 1, heads up. What place did heads up end up in? 4th?
Yep, out. Yep.
Prop in 3rd? And Amari in 2nd? Or no, Prop got 2nd.
You got second there. Or
Huh?
sorry, Propsicle got second there. Ooh.
So then final standings with points. We're going to have Alex FPV in 1st place. 2nd place goes to Propsicle. 3rd place to Amari. And 4th place to Heads Up FPV.
Awesome, awesome.
We're going to have an award ceremony over here. So I'm going to clear out under here. We also need to figure out 5, 6, 7, 8
Yeah, we will. Oh,
for the awards, I guess, if we're doing that right now. And then anybody that's done racing, can you please make your way out there and start taking the gates down and pulling the rebar out of the ground? That would be greatly appreciated. But we're going to go into here. Sean's going to take it away.
yeah, buddy. So our friends from Grow Your Own, the Illinois State Fair, and Hanson are here to yeah, we're going to be presenting some awards here. So we're just looking for our champion, Alex FPV. So we got a lot of chatting going on still. So coming in 3rd place from the great state of Iowa, our friend, part of the Flying V, Amari, if you could make your way over here. So we're going to want to talk to Amari and Propsicle and then Alex FPV. But our great friends from Hanson's here to present our trophy today to Amari. Congratulations. Awesome. Amari, anything you would like to say?
Yeah, no, big congratulations to all the other competitors out there today. I know that we all know this is a bigger weekend, so more racing to come the next couple of days, and let's run it back the next couple of days.
All right. Thank you, Amari. Congrats. All right. Taking second place, Illinois' own, one of the only pilots here to make the top 16 as a local pilot, coming all the way up from Mount Vernon, Illinois. One of the top pilots in the world. I'm pretty certain someday, once he's over the age of 18, you'll see him on TV racing on a TV league. I just got a feeling. Taking second today, but our first chase to ace, give it up for Propsicle. Yeah. All right, Prop, anything you want to say to your hometown crowd?
Thanks for being here and supporting me. You know, I always try to give it my best in all the races. That was a crazy final, you know, back and forths and mid-airs and upsets and twists and turns. I'm so happy to be able to have been involved in all that and be a part of this awesome final with some amazing pilots. Obviously, congrats to Alex. He flew absolutely incredible in the finals, taking home those 2 wins. So, yeah.
Awesome. Congrats, Propsicle. Congrats, Propsicle. We got the whole family here. Team Propsicle off to the left side, if only you could see them. Way to go. And then finally, coming from Woodbury, Tennessee, you saw him this last season on NBC, flying for the Drone Racing League, taking second in the world, but today he said, no second for me, my friend. I like those first place trophies. Give it up for Alex FPV. Dude, so honored to have you here, pal. What do you want to say today?
Yeah, you know, these races, there's a lot of pieces that go together into it. Some last-minute companies sending parts to getting quads together last minute to literally the day before yesterday driving 4 hours to Memphis to go practice. So everybody that had a part in making all this happen, I appreciate it. And, yeah, it's just a blast to get out and be able to race Spec with all my friends.
Yeah. I want to say congrats specifically. I'm thinking back to Costa Rica and before. Like, it was always clear you were one of the fastest pilots out there. But in Costa Rica and then watching you this season on DRL, it was like you made up your mind that you're going to go from being one of the fastest pilots out there to being a pilot that is here to win and do well. You got the podium in Costa Rica, which was kind of a world championship type, level of event. You got the podium on the DRL season. And today, my friend, you are the fastest Freedom Spec drone racer in the world right now, buddy. Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you,
and,
guys.
Congratulations. To everyone watching in the stands at home, thank you so much for going on the ride with us today. It's been an absolute honor to either be here with you at the State Fair or be in the living room with you. If you're here live, go get you some great food. Have a great time at the State Fair. If you're at home, we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time on Heart of America FPV. Later. Peace.